Does anyone want to sum up the last one?
I'll do it.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, go ahead.
So we went back to the inn, and everyone got a nice shower. I was told to not drown under the water. And everybody was really sad in the shower, especially after killing people, which I was a little confused by, but we got there in the
I
end.
do a murder all the time. Like I don't know.
Wait,
Chickens do flocks.
lizards, rats, like come on.
Other
It's a food
chickens.
chain.
Yeah.
Little baby chickens. Nom nom nom. Let's see, I got scrubbed by Ambrose, and then we all took a nap. And then some new friends gave me some food that healed my concussion. I got a top hat. Harold asked us to blow up some enemies, and we have some pretty heavy urgency on that, including going through a rift, maybe closing it, but we can't really talk about that. Most of the party is going off to the bar now, but Ambrose, Jean-Luc, and I are going shopping and or foraging for supplies.
Also, the Vinces are coming with us.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Were they not going to the bar?
Oh, I thought they were coming with us.
Okay, I just couldn't recall. If it was
You're coming with us.
yeah, bar timer or else time. Also, on the subject,
The murdered chicken has spoken. We're going with them.
it's true, yeah. On the subject of urgency, things are urgent in the sense of like Game of Thrones events. They're trying to move this as fast as possible, but mechanically, it's not likely to move all that fast. So, in case I had accidentally conveyed that, like, you've got a fire under view and you all need to be running, you need to be moving. But the adventure is...
No, we're going shopping.
The adventure will be getting from place to place. But yeah, have yourself a medium.
Yay!
Toss it into your various pools.
Probably just the medium pool.
Yeah, probably that one. God, is that all we did last time? Sometimes we just don't seem to necessarily do a lot. There was a lot of chatting. There's probably going to be a lot of chatting this time, too. It'll give us an opportunity to get to know each other a little bit. But before we do, let's level up.
Next,
Okay.
you want us to talk about our feelings and shit. Ugh.
Lily Tucker. Yeah.
Girl stuff.
May
Ugh.
end up happening. Yeah, so the no new output document, it's been busy. I've been doing a lot of like media stuff instead. So we're still working on the one that you had last time. Which I believe is
6.5?
6.5.2.
6.5. Oh.
Oh, okay. Here, let me toss this one in here just for the sake of it. I think the only thing that changed in here was some spelling. So content should be the same, but at least I'll put us all in the same doc real quick. So in testing assets, there's a 6.5.3 that like I think might have changed some grammar somewhere, but is otherwise more or less the same. But let's use that one.
Okay. We'll get on it. Fuck. Sorry, I got a stupid sore in my mouth.
Oh no.
I had one of those on my lip for several days. It was very...
Yeah, I have it on my lip. Like, great. I need to use those to eat.
Okay, control F.
Clearly the result of negative thinking.
Fuck you. Okay, I have no escape 2 now, which is nice.
Yeah, so a couple of things are happening at level 4. I think it's kind of a big one.
Colony.
I need to sort my files first. Wait, no. Wait, undo. Oh, okay.
Let me open up.
I don't delete old rules. I keep all of them.
Me too.
Yep.
The evidence of my misdeeds are mounting, apparently, in various other people's hard drives.
I keep receipts.
Also, in like, I don't know, 5 years' time, I can bring up the document and point at it and go, see, Emmy, you wrote this!
See how problematic this one was?
Quick question, Emmy.
Hmm.
on level 4, no escape 2, and it also says grace.
Right. So that's
what
that's a new mechanic, and we're gonna go over that here shortly.
Oh,
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Just checking.
I will make a spot for it on my sheet.
Okay, tag on.
Stalker 2, that's gonna make things so much easier.
Yeah. So a bunch of stuff happens. Please don't like explode. Adobe. That'd be
No, but I wanna.
I mean, then that is still young.
But I don't have any training on how to control my emotions.
Level 4. You are getting motif characteristic. It's your first motif characteristic bump, so everybody's motif characteristic is going up by 1.
Yay!
Which is cool. Your weapon is getting an ability. It gets ability 2. So check your manifestation weapons. They have all gotten a new ability.
Hell yeah. Reroll sting damage augmentation.
All right, 1 sec.
And also, your instrument is getting a type ability. So whatever the broader category of your instrument is, has leveled up.
Okay. Oh, shit. Wait a minute.
That's level 4.
Okay. There's even.
Documents so big. Hard to search.
That is much too big to post it all in here, so I'm just title.
And then
Ooh, I could pin someone's shadow with my feather dart.
Oh, fun.
I get an instrument and I get a weapon.
Can throw people around.
Nice.
Okay, and you said our instruments get a new.
Yeah, they get
Well-
of their broader category. So if it was like jewelry or garment or whatever, the broader category.
Oh,
levels
right.
up.
Yes.
Ooh, simplified social roles.
No,
That'll
wait.
be very useful for your character.
Come.
I'll be back in a minute. Gotta get food.
Okay.
When she gets back, we'll do the grace thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and I get a weapon ability, he said.
Also, if you want to check out testing assets, there is a new draft of the specifically Tygon's manifestation there.
Oh yeah, that art piece is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very pretty. I like it a lot.
I
It
freaking
is.
love that.
Very, very much.
Are they blasting the news near you, Fox?
Yeah, in the other room. His dad is kind of hard of hearing.
By other room, he means 2 rooms away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Fair.
It's a little better at night sometimes because the family got him these earphones that hook to the
Yeah.
Bluetooth to the TV or something, but he'll only put those on sometimes when his wife is sleeping.
Mhm.
But during the day when they're both watching, it's cranked up because his hearing is not great.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so the way that grace works, as your motif characteristic evolves, you will also see an advancement option called grace. Grace refers to the skill and power granted specifically to your natural weaponry. When you receive a grace, upgrade a single die damage on both your natural attacks, d4 to d6, d6 to d8, d8 to d10, d10 to d12. And if you only have d12s, you can instead add a new d4.
Ooh.
So one of your dice on all of your natural weaponry is incrementing up.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do my bite up to a D6 or D8 from a D6.
I will do my Talon from a D8 to a D10.
It's
Nice.
on all of your natural weaponry. So anything.
Oh,
that you
everything
have
goes
yeah,
up.
yeah. It's just not every dice. If your natural weaponry is like 2d4, only one of them will increment. But like any
Oh,
natural
I
weaponry you
see.
have is going to get a dice boost.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. That's my bad. Yeah, my butt does a D10, a D12 now. Hell yeah.
Does that include motif weapons?
It's only because those are the only weapons you have.
Okay, so
The
my
manifested weapons.
so my claw and my peck become D10s, but my feather darts also go up.
Are those based on? I thought those were based on something.
Those are based on my not my motif, my light.
Right. The feather darts are like D4, where it's the number of D4 is equal to your motif characteristic, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's how those are boosting. No, they don't get bigger.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Just double checking.
Yeah, it's your manifestation weapon. You do get 2d4s now on account of your motif characteristic going up.
It's actually 2d6s
Oh, there you go.
because you upped it to d6s last time.
Yeah, that's right. Very slick. There you go. That's your damage boost. Also, just a reminder, you all have a favor kicking around that should you decide to at some point, you can cash in.
I was, I believe I mentioned it in one of the chats, but I was considering trying to get the one that turns you into a bomb. But then I decided that 20 damage is not worth it.
Yeah.
So I'll wait until I get HP, or we just do the regular plan.
It's Chaozu.
I'm
gonna
gonna capture it.
I went, you self-destruct. I hate it when they do that.
All right, let's start with the teams that you guys have so expertly splitted the party. I'm gonna start with the team that is going outside and promptly railroad them back with everybody else. I mean, I didn't say that. Get out. You are traveling off to the outskirts. Did you have any place you wanted to stop first?
Well, we had talked about foraging a little bit and
Yeah.
or going shopping.
Yeah, those were the two things we mentioned doing to prepare for eventually heading out.
So shopping
And so
is in
we
the
could.
interior, and then you would have to leave the city to go foraging.
Okay, so foraging first, maybe. See if we can gather some supplies, some food from Ambrose. I don't think we've seen animals yet. We've just gathered parts from the giants and the prilacy.
Yeah,
Prilacy, that's what it is.
I have not expressly called them out, but it's worth noting that they do exist.
Okay.
It's not Pokemon rules.
That's
not everything's a monster. There's just critters out there.
okay. Then Ambrose will definitely suggest going out first and doing a little bit of maybe some hunting, like for small game, and maybe bigger game for like the Vinces. And so they have some food supplies to bring with them to cook while they're out. And then we can pick up anything else we need in the shops, hopefully.
Also, just a reminder that we are getting into the evening time. Y'all have been kind of a nocturnal schedule for a while, just by virtue of the way that the sessions have gone. So you sort of woke up toward the evening. Sun's going down.
Okay.
Nightlife is
right.
beginning.
Ooh, night markets. But I don't have any money.
None of us have money. I've just realized all we have is our medium. We might be able to find someone who is willing to trade medium for money. We did do that the first night, and we were in the city. That was before Alex joined us.
You were
Or maybe help some people out.
Or even if you find things to sell outside.
That's true.
Depending on how good a hunting job you do.
Okay. Then hunting we shall go.
Okay.
So you head to the exit, essentially?
Yep.
So it takes a little time to get there. Y'all are walking along, making quite kind of a the menagerie as you travel forward. Just by virtue of sizes, Jean-Luc is riding on one of the stone lions, and then everybody else can kind of ride on the other. So there's a chicken and a bee man hanging on the top of one of Da Vinci's, and the other one carries a small French boy. And y'all are just like cutting a fine figure as you go through the street. There's many a curious cat being like, huh? And various other species that you see. You haven't necessarily gotten the breakdown from anybody as to who is what and lives where, or however the case may be, but it does look like there are a variety of different kinds of humanoid that live in this town, even if the primary ones are these kind of cat folk. You've seen ones with wings. You saw the ones that were swimming in the water that had like the shark tails earlier when you were there. And I think this far south, you're probably not running into some of the northerly ones. It's just a little warm, but you probably ran into like a squirrel or a rabbit or two. You did see the rabbit lady at one point.
Nice. Her name is, let me scroll down, I have it written down.
That's
Gallerie.
Nice. Wow, what a terrible name.
I think that's why you chose
I
it.
think that's why I chose it. Yeah. So you will reach the outside as the sun has kind of dipped down, and we're getting into the evening lights with all these kind of beautiful lanterns on display. Because it takes a while to walk, through the entire town. Since you were down by the wharf, which is on like the back end, to walk toward the forest. When you get there, you find that the gates are closed.
Huh.
There are 2 guards that are standing kind of sentry near them.
I will wave my little hand at them. Say, excuse me, are people not allowed to leave at night?
He doesn't really bother looking down immediately because he was kind of like scanning the crowd. And he goes, nobody's leaving the village. And he kind of looks down and looks at you. And like somehow, Guy was just dazing off, as guard is wont to do, since he's just sort of standing in front of a door. Didn't necessarily notice what was coming in from the side here. So he kind of turns over and there's these 2 giant-ass lions here. And the folks astride them. And he kind of goes, well, Caterwallen citizens aren't leaving tonight. Are you a citizen?
No, we're just passing through. Oh, sorry, go on, Nugget. I didn't mean to interrupt you, and I'll like hold up my hands to her.
Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But why is it dangerous out there?
He goes, yeah, I mean it's there's a issue outside for normal are you
In case you're wondering, yes, we are Muses.
Oh, yeah. Well, and he kind of looks a little like lost on what he's supposed to do here, and he goes, "Did you want to go outside?"
Yes, we would like to hunt, if that is okay.
Oh, I mean, hang on. And he goes to get the manager, or what the equivalent is. He's basically taking the higher guard, and he kind of comes back a little bit, looking a little like at a loss of how he's supposed to approach the situation. And there's somebody who looks like they may have more experience that kind of comes up with him, looks them over, grunts a little bit, and goes, "Yeah, no." And he goes, "All right, come here." And leads you forward through one of the side areas that would be like one of the smaller doors rather than the main gate, which was open when you first came in the first time, to one of the smaller doors. Opens it up to the outside. There's nothing, waiting at the door on the out there, and kind of nods out to it and says, "All right, so here's the situation. Gates are closed tonight. We heard a wailing on the wind earlier. There's a nightmare out there somewhere. If you choose to go out, you can't come back in. We can't have that leading it back to the gates."
Oh.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah. It was like, well, maybe we shouldn't hunt. Maybe we should find another way to earn some money.
You're looking to earn some money?
hmm So that we can buy supplies.
Well, we were gonna hunt and forage for, excuse me, for supplies because we don't have. Yep, like they said, we don't have much in the way of money, and not everybody seems to be happy to take medium.
He goes, okay. You're gonna have to help me out a little bit. I mean, I've got some experience with your folk before, but not a. Are you like Can you fight a nightmare?
What's a nightmare?
Okay, I mean, hell, I mean, that's the question. We're gonna never mind, never mind. But what about? I mean, can you fly? You got wings.
Yes, I can fly.
I can fly.
All
I
right.
cannot.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So here's we don't know where this thing is. We're
I
not
can.
even sure.
We can sink real good.
He kind of like quirks an eyebrow at that, like not certain what your context is. But he goes, all right. We don't we think we know what type this is, but we don't know where it's at. And that's proven to be a problem for commerce and transit right now. If y'all are willing to go out and scout its location and let our scouts know where it is, I can pay you for that.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. You can't be seen. You can't lead it back to the gates. If it catches sight of you, you're out for the night. I mean, run for your goddamn lives or something, but don't come back here.
I think it would be best if maybe I scout, because I am the smallest. And I can turn into a little bee.
It's true. I do make quite a fluttery noise when I try to fly.
If Vince and Vincetta and Jean-Luc are okay with that, would you be willing to wait here by the gate for me?
Don't like letting you go out there alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that
goes.
seems
It's worth
risky.
noting. Like I don't know. You're just kind of a little guy, but there's a lot of territory out there, like hundreds of miles.
Oh,
If y'all can get up high, maybe you can see it or hear it or something like that. But if it's just you alone, I don't know if you're gonna track it down by yourself. If it were close enough for you to reach, we'd already have a problem.
that's fair.
We have scouts out there. They just haven't found it yet. Go ahead. Everybody do a body perception. I'm gonna say difficulty 3.
Okay. Let me scroll up to see what my body perception is.
I don't think my stats have changed very much in there.
Body perceive is 3. So I roll my body exert with that, right?
You're rolling the perceive against the difficulty and then adding your exert score to it.
Oh, adding what score to
Never
it?
mind.
The exert score. Well, yeah. I don't think the Vincents
Oh.
are gonna be hearing anything. So yeah, you said 3, right? So 2d8s and then add
Yep.
your exert score to it.
Okay. So 3 plus 1.
Uh,
Oh, that's bad. Can I? Is it?
You can't use that up. It's too far away.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Nobody's perceptive right now.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Oh, actually, you there is a physical possibility. I think. Hang on a second. Let's check. Okay, because you all have increased your motif characteristics at level 4, the way twisting works is any check or die roll you make can be boosted or reduced d4 point per medium you wish to allocate up to your motif characteristic. You are now allowed to allocate 2d4 if you want to. You are still spending medium, so you'd be spending 2 to do that, but you can.
I'd have to get 2 4s in order to make that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not recommending it here necessarily. Just be aware that you are now capable of dumping an additional medium into a twist.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I will keep that in mind. But I will not twist this roll.
From the sound of it, nobody hears anything. So,
Okay.
yes, the pay no attention to the sounds behind the curtain.
Well, okay. What do you all think we should do? Should we band together and scout to see if we can find this nightmare, or should we find other work within the city?
I'm leaning towards helping with a nightmare.
Okay.
That sounds very important. I will admit, though, well, we are not exactly stealthy.
That is true. I can be, but that's just me.
I can be.
Hey.
I'm
Okay.
kind of a chicken about this, though.
Ah!
I just got
Ambrose.
roasted and concussed and just got over that with a single nap. I don't know that I'm ready to go back out just yet.
Okay. Like, how about Vincetta? What if we find some more work in the city and then alert the others, and maybe we could do it as a team? That way, Nugget is safer, and that way we have more eyes.
You know, that is a good idea. We'll get the others.
Okay. I will turn to the guard and say, we're going to get the rest of our party, and then we will return, and we will help you.
He nods and says, "We appreciate it. We can't really open the gates until we figure out where this thing is."
I understand.
And he'll close the door. And let you all just kind of go back into the streets.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, I guess we'll look around, see if we can find a shop that takes medium.
Yes. Or, and I'll turn to Jean-Luc and say, Jean-Luc, how did people find work in your village?
Usually it was just in trade. If somebody needed a labor or a service, we'd provide it, or they'd owe us something. Didn't the captain say that favor was money too?
That is true, it is.
I don't
But
know
he
how
also
much it's
said it's
worth, though.
precious.
I
He made it
got
seem
the
very
impression that the favor we got was worth a lot of money, like a lot.
He did say like a whole year's salary.
When is this conversation still happening in front of the guards?
Oh no, we'll be walking away.
Okay.
Off into the crowd.
it might still be an earshot, but
No, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
It's just a matter of if anybody is listening to said conversations who might wish to chime in, but I don't think anybody's going to grab your shoulder as you're walking,
fair.
unless they are also carrying a knife.
You can't get my mind, favor.
Actually, they can.
No,
Oh
don't
no.
take my mind shiny.
Let them try.
I peck at the air again.
You can travel back kind of toward where one of the avenues that has sort of night markets that are packing up. You smell all kinds of delicious food. All sorts of great stuff. There's kind of music. There's all sorts of people that are playing things on the on instruments that you recognize and instruments that are kind of new and unique and novel. There's an interesting kind of eclectic blend of all sorts of things that are native to Gallerie, and then occasionally, every once in a while, pretty rarely, but at least like once as you're traveling, you'll see something that probably the Vinces will just recognize instantly from more or less their era. You know, you're gonna have like three ukuleles and one person on some form of like a turned over drum, and then somebody's got a Gibson. Like it's this is just sort of a thing that will occasionally occur as things have fallen through the frame and ended up here.
Neat. I like it.
There is a I'm gonna, for the sake of like flavor, somewhere in there is an electric guitar that has been somewhat broken and discarded because people just kind of think it's a toy. It's a bad instrument. It makes bad noises.
Oh no.
It's like really nice electric guitar that's over there. It's just
Oh, what to say? It's probably a really good one too.
yeah.
It's like a Gretsch Falcon or something.
So, like,
There's no volume.
where's the stuff all piled up?
I mean, these are just things that various groups and stuff and entertainers are having around. So they'll have it in their pile of instruments. There's one that's kind of sitting there as like a cup holder or something.
Oh,
That is of no use to them because it's just a toy. It's a plank of wood that's got strings on it. It doesn't make any noise.
They don't know about amps. I don't know about amps. I'm a bee.
You barely know about ants.
It's true. They're completely foreign to me.
It's like a Chet Atkins Penguin special, like custom job, just moldering.
sorry. When you mentioned that, John, I just imagine a ant crawling up to you and going, "Guten Tag."
I love how the ant is German. That makes me very happy.
The ants are German. The bees are French.
Yes.
Wait, no, I thought that according to the video, the bee was German. We
That
watched
is
a
true,
whole
there is
music video
German
about it.
What are these sounds?
Hello, bonjour, crazy gibberish.
I'm sorry. Someone's talking to me. So has the group met up with the rest of us, or no?
I think they're traveling toward the markets, which will eventually lead them to where you are, which is why we're going to go to where you are for a second.
Yay.
All right.
Y'all have been
Barb.
traveling along with Harold. He has brought you down through the night markets, further into the town, into some of the more entertaining parts of town, past various inns, bars, louder and more raucous areas, and finally, eventually, into a den of scum and villainy. No, it's like a tavern of some sort. Great ambiance in there, kind of low lighting. All kinds of like fire that's just sort of like dancing and various candles all sort of animated a little bit through these great pieces of medium. The fires themselves almost seem to undulate as though they're alive. And stage dancers up there, very cute, kind of like cat-like folks that are dancing with veils and doing all kind of stuff. This is a very Cat Returns kind of vision.
Yay.
Of these kind of like standing upright, but wearing various like veils and streamers and stuff like that. And he squeezes his way into this whatever the fuck they're called, chair, booth, squeezes his way into a booth, and kind of almost just like lifts and places Fidelity, kind of in the area, kind of next to him, as well as making room for Evelyn to kind of squeeze beside. I don't think we had anybody else with you, did we?
No.
No, it was the three of Yins. Squeezes in there and then taps a claw against the table, and the bartender over there nods to him. There's clearly some recognition present here. He has been here before. And within a couple minutes, or less, depending, they come over with three different beers, and they put like this bong in the middle of the table.
Ooh.
That is already just kind of like smoked and ready to go. And it just kind of gets like placed in vaguely arm's reach of people along with the drinks. As the entertainment begins.
I'll say, I'll be damned. This place, the cat's pajamas. And because I'm mentally deficient and I didn't realize it before, I wave a hand, and my clothes, because I can create clothing and other mundane items like that, turns into a off-the-shoulder, form-fitting red dress.
Pretty.
There is a low whistle from nearby, as some various inebriated and/or otherwise characters appreciate this new accoutrement. Oddly enough, walking in there naked wasn't all that unusual. Half the patrons kind of are. Clothing's sort of an
Yeah.
aberration in this town.
Yep. No. Red eyeshadow and everything. Because red eye makeup I find extremely attractive.
It is pretty.
Anyways. Now, yeah, I'll kind of grab the beer and I'll say, it's been a hot minute since I've seen anything that's not hard liquor.
Fidelity just like picks up the beer and takes a drink of it, still kind of sulking.
It is pretty tasty. I think the money isn't here for mead, although this place seems to sell it. But it is kind of sweet. Less bitter. Doesn't taste like some kind of trash beer. This might be something that is brewed on premises that they're rather proud of. The place looks like it's got money. It's not some complete dive sort of hole in the wall. It's like this is a very comfortable personed establishment that seems to have some clout in terms of what they serve. Very tasty beverage.
So what you're saying is it's not an Indian Pale Ale.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Not a pale ale or some ghastly pilsner.
It has a unique flavor to it, as the hops being used here are native to Gallerie. So you have not necessarily
Nice.
tasted its like. It's also got a weird kind of tingle to it. It is probably infused in some way with medium, as you've discovered that cooking can be.
Neat.
Nice.
Magic beer.
That should be.
The entertainment cycles through. So new folks jump up, and you see a variety of different again body types that are kind of arriving. There's really large cats like the variety that Harold is, to which he gives a whistle. Different body shape than Harold is, so you kind of get an opportunity to see what's sort of like the tall, skinny version of the same sort of variant of this tall one is as compared to Harold's just kind of like big, bulky bear size. And there's kind of like a kiss blown that's gone through, possibly somebody he knows, or just a regular. There's also several more sort of humanoid varieties that are hopping up there, including another bird person. This one with, I'm going to say, like red wingtips and white feathers.
Pretty.
Gives you an opportunity to see this particular variant a little more up close. They kind of resemble harpies. No hands that you can really see. Long kind of digigrade legs. Kind of like secretary birds. And lots of like cool jangly jewelry around the thin sort of ankle bits. She needs a lot of room because of all the big wingy flapping withs, so they've got her on like center stage.
How active is the bar? Like, what's the vibe?
Very. This place is clearly like a heavily trafficked area. It's loud in here. It's kind of party energy in here. There is a variety of different looks like walks of like life present. But you're not necessarily any. You're not. Well, actually, before I just dictate that, why don't you roll community perceive, and we'll call it difficulty 2.
What does my community perceive? It is bad. Okay. One D8. And what was oh yes, community perceive. So that's plus my community other stat.
Nice.
15.
Near as you can tell, this is kind of catering to most of the Warforkers, and folks who have kind of found like the local fun spot where the good booze is and the good food is and the good entertainment is. You're not seeing anything that really resembles to you like kind of nobility or sort of like
Upper
old
class.
wealth. But you are seeing what resembles wealth. So these are probably merchants, sailors, folks who have just gotten paid off of big trips and are just looking to blow a whole lot of cash that they just got in a hurry. um, Gambling taking place. There's a fair amount of supervision to it. Looks like there are several just kind of like bouncer-like characters that are around. All in all, sort of one of the upper establishments for this kind of area. May cater mostly to the army. It's hard to tell. Nobody's exactly in uniforms, so if they are, they're not sporting anything for it. It stands to reason that this is a place that Harold, probably knows about from being there, but also he seems to frequent areas that the rest of the soldierly folk don't really go to. So that one's hard to pick out.
Right on. So, like, people are talking happily,
Yeah.
singing along, enjoying the stuff and dancing.
Yeah, there's actually there is live music taking place presently. There's a piano. There's a cat that is working the piano. And then there's another one on top of said piano, with like a bass cello, plucking away. We'll just take this directly from Aristocats.
I was gonna
Yes,
say
exactly. Already in my head.
Yeah.
Minus the race
Yes,
part.
minus that. We'll update it considerably.
So now a guy making fun of Asian people.
Yeah, we can leave that out.
Good.
Yep. Obviously. So the reason I ask is this is where he thrives, this exact energy and environment. So Fidelity is he's going in there like ready to have a bad time. He's mad. And can't, like, by the time the first group are moving off and the bird is coming up, he's already tapping his toes and smiling again.
Harold appears to have noticed, though it's anyone's guess if you necessarily noticed that Harold has noticed. And one of the waiters comes over. Salutes him in a way that looks like sloppy, like almost mockingly. I haven't necessarily decided what the salute is for the Caterwaulan or something, but whatever it is, you've seen the correct form of doing it when you were kind of on base. And what you're seeing now is clearly somebody just kind of like being dumb about it. And
It's the salute from Spaceballs.
yeah, and Harold kind of laughs at him. And he goes, "What are you doing back here? I thought you were gone." And he goes, "Things have evolved a little bit." He goes, I wanted to show my friend here someplace where he could perform. You got any openings tonight? And he kind of looks over at Fidelity, be like, "Oh yeah, no, we can make tons of openings for you."
I'll clap and I'll say, "See, this is just what you need."
It's like, oh, is that why we came here?
One of the reasons.
He's like, for as long as it's only one.
He kind of looks down at a clipboard and goes, "I can get you on in now." And there's a kind of like drum roll that sort of like takes place and goes, it's either that or half an hour. Quick, decide quick.
Yeah, I'm
I-
already hopping over the table.
I'll hop up and I'll say, "Can I provide background ambiance?"
Yeah. No shit. What? Do you play something?
I sing.
Oh, even better. Go over there. Don't stand on the piano. There's like 4 people on the piano. You could totally fucking stand on the piano.
Yep. I will hop on the piano and cross my legs.
The waiter immediately sighs and hangs his head, and Harold goes, like, shut up, Frank. You knew she was gonna shout on the piano.
There are already 4 people on the piano. Like, just as soon as Fidelity is off there, it's like, move over, 5's a 10 sitting here.
And you can begin singing. To which the band will kind of like aghast attempt to play along rather quickly to get on, which leaves the stage open for Fidelity to steal it.
Yes. Go.
Gonna, like, just, like, slowly work into a dance. And, when its things are starting to build, he will pull off his tiara and summon the Dance of Longinus straight down into the stage, so he's got a pole to work with.
You
The
just
wood
like
crack.
damage their stage, just like shove it
I'll-
in there.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about consequences. That's anathema to me.
The audience loves it. The bar is not happy.
And Harold's probably like covering his face, like, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to."
No, he's over there grinning. He's just like, fuck it, we'll figure it out. Everybody who was on the exterior party, go ahead and do a body perceive. Let's see if you roll better this time. We'll call it difficulty 2.
Okay, a D8 and a D10 then. Hey!
Yeah, I'll twist that.
Right. Nougat? I think you're muted.
I was muted. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm rolling here.
Oh, so you're rolling against your perceive score. What's your perceive score? Body perceive?
Body perceive is 1.
Okay, so on a 2, it's going to be a D6 and a D8.
Yeah.
And then you're adding your body exert score to it.
A D6 and a D8, because the difficulty is 1 higher than your stat.
And sorry, what do I add to that?
D6, D8, and whatever your body exert score is.
Okay. Sorry, I just did this like 2 minutes ago.
So you and John both hear Evelyn's singing. And actually, Tygon also notices after 2 people have kind of perked up, so you kind of create some bigger ears out of medium and catch this as well.
So,
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. You know how they have that specific polish that they use for cleaning brass instruments?
No?
Like horns? Why don't they call that toothpaste?
Oh my god.
oh fuck me.
Why are you like this?
I'm sorry, I just misspelled toothpaste and I was like,
It opened his eyes.
Amazing. They do now. It is officially added into canon. All the little brass cats over here will be polishing their instruments with toothpaste.
Do you two think God stays in heaven out of fear of what he has created?
I hope so. Yeah, y'all hear Evelyn singing coming from down the road.
I think God stays in heaven because it's the only place he can attack us, our imaginations.
Like, do you hear
I'm
that?
sorry.
Ambrose will be like, do you hear that? It sounds like Evelyn.
let's head over.
Oh, yes, it does.
Vince, may we head toward the sound?
You find your way into the establishment. It is a wide door. It is generally meant for people who are tall. You do have to kind of work your big old bodies through there. But the nice part about Caterwallon is it's generally meant for pretty large people. So you're not having that harder time getting around. You are a bit more lateral than most of the population tends to be, but you have seen that several of the Caterwall will occasionally drop to all fours if they're trying to move in a hurry.
And I bet, unlike me, they look adorable when they do it.
I mean, you look adorable too.
Oh, thank you.
But they do for sure. You get inside and you see a scene much like the one that I described, except an entire audience of folks kind of clapping along and chanting as Fidelity is once again up on the stage, spinning around a pole that she has shoved it directly into a stage. There is a very irate looking bartender. And just Harold kind of in the corner of the booth, kind of grinning, just kind of like laughing, like there's not much to be done about it. The waiter next to him just kind of being like, oh. Like, this is perhaps a thing that's happened in some form before. Like the entertainer's just breaking the stage.
It's not, and it's not just on the pole. He's all over the stage, and has I don't know if he's had time, but through the routine, realizing I believe that he was still dressed for work on the docks. That outfit has just unraveled.
Yeah, it's doing
as being, yeah, it's just like coming to pieces. As if it can't keep up with his motions, and when it like finally strips away, it's just like replaced by sparkles that coalesce into like scarves and
excellent
little like a billowy half shirt that's kind of sheer. And
What is going through the character's mind presently?
he is well, I think getting into it is just like, well, this will be fun. And then, like, yeah, everybody's looking at me. And then little by little, that everybody's looking at me is becoming that magical place of where, like that metaphysically feeds him. That's just like, this is where I am and belong. And everybody's looking at me and everybody's cheering. And I've got this great stuff to work with. And I think thinking is going away. And giving way to.
I'm gonna give you a couple intrusive thoughts then.
Okay, please do.
there's gonna be a couple through. Things are going really great. The audience seems to like you. More and more people are clapping. Lights are beginning to point toward you. The candlelight itself almost seems to focus in your direction, which is a thing that sounds like kind of silly, but the candles are sort of alive, so they are in fact bowing down in your direction over there. There's a moment where like, ooh, this is exciting, and then there's a moment later where I have actually never in my life experienced this much attention at one time. It's a little overwhelming for a second. Any mistake would be a rather critical mistake. That's one thing that kind of passes through you. You can probably shake it off. I'm not going to make you check for any of these just yet. These are just kind of things that you're racing with and have to kind of like compute or decide how it is that you're going to push through them. Another one popping through is you're getting occasional kind of deja vu references to when you slipped to begin with. And there's this sort of like thought. You can determine if it's a fear or if it's a thing that or how you would react to it. But there's this thought of, does this go the other way? What if this is just where I wake up? What if this whole thing has just been, here we are on the other side of this. What if I just pop back right up on stage right now and I'm back where I was, having fallen over and knocked my head? both of those are kind of happening right now. And then the last one, the one that's kind of like worming in there, as you kind of lean into it, trying to decide just like how you're going to move, how you're going to gyrate, trying to feel the music of the singing that's going through it, uh, is this kind of vision of actually Vince's draft again, just kind of saying you're going to get in so much trouble. Um, but this sort of memory of I'm really not supposed to be doing this. Like surely this is not correct. Like this sort of like worming, dirty thought in there of like if I got seen or something, like I would never live this down, or how would I explain it? What am I even doing?
What if your mother would see you?
Yeah, you can personify that as whoever you wish to. But these are just kind of things that are gnawing at the edges as you are actively attempting to push them away. Um, that being said, going along with it, I think this is also where your affinity area is, right? And in this
Yeah.
kind of environment. So these things are not overwhelming you in any particular way. They're there. They're a thing that you have to tangle with, but how you tangle with them is kind of up to you. You're not going to have to roll a check here. You do have to tell me what you do about them. Are you trying to process them? Are you pushing them aside? Are you just not hearing them? Like, what are you doing?
Think what you have in there is these little fears trying to fight with, like I said, like his place of metaphysical fuel.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them are related to the consequences of what he's doing. And they are getting pushed aside by a few things that are very hot and powerful in this moment. It doesn't matter if I make a mistake. I'm too pretty to get called out on it. If somebody from my family sees me, I'll just die and it'll be fine anyway.
Ah,
And if I wake up on the stage, then I don't have to worry about this anymore. All of this was a dream and I can go back to life as normal. And if I don't wake up, there on the stage, then nothing changed.
Okay.
And in the meantime, everybody's looking at me, and the air is filling with fire that doesn't burn anything. It just looks pretty.
You are
And
very much in the moment.
the lights are taking on my motif affinity
Mm,
as I just dance up medium.
I'm going to have you roll a D100, a luck roll.
Okay.
Um,
A luck roll.
a luck roll. We're going to be aiming for a 60, 50, 40 or better. You got it. In this moment, your light will activate. You
Ooh.
can kind of like describe what kind of music that takes on, what kind of ambiance that takes on. Presently, you're not in combat. What this means mechanically, your motif character's score is functionally doubled for anything that references it, and you get it. Uh, Sorry, you count your proficiency scores as double their listed value, except for melee and ranged combat, because you're not in combat right now, so it does a different thing. You gain a natural aura of commanding presence such that anybody who wishes to interrupt your current words or actions will need to pass a resolve save at difficulty equal to your motif characteristic score. Um, so you are center stage, and people are kind of compelled to allow you to keep it, despite the fact that you just shoved a spear through it.
I like that there's also a deadly spearhead at the top of it, and he's definitely playing with fire with that. Like actually going above it and making everybody gasp as he almost lands on it repeatedly. But not to the point where they're like, oh, he's always going to miss it.
If you've got if you have a accompanying kind of vibe of a song, you can toss it in there with like to. You don't have to go digging for it right now.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but yeah, right now there is a rare air in the space, that kind of opens up a lot of eyes, and you see a lot of different people of genders the likes of which you cannot identify and would not dare to try, are just kind of like fanning hard.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, is this game woke?
That's very no.
What?
We just established it might still be asleep. Remember?
Oh, yeah. That was really good. I wasn't prepared for that. Give me a second, I have to recover.
That one.
Whew.
Everybody else who just walked in, you were kind of treated to this on entry. Fidelity literally on fire, with sparkles and shiny things. And many people, many cats, and various other folk stand aghast as this takes place. Lights are not particularly long moments, so this kind of lasts till the end of your song. But when you wrap it up and end it with whatever flourish you'd like to, which tell me how it is you want to wrap up your song.
Oh, I think we all know.
Splits.
Stage fall.
Oh yeah, you just gotta dead drop it.
Get a dead drop it. Arms outspread on the ground. One leg tipped forward, the other one bent at the knee, one like facing backwards.
Hell yeah.
You gotta pull it off the way that Tom Holland did at the end of
Yes.
yeah, with the flip.
Yes.
Mhm.
With the flip. Yeah, and all the lights go out.
Nice.
Somebody's gonna have to turn them back on. People. My work makes other people work.
They flicker outward for a moment, and there is a collective glass, and then there's a rock is cheering, the slamming of various things, fluids of all manner, mostly bear. Calm down.
And-
Go sloshing out of cups, and folks who just kind of like walked in, the rest of the party were treated to quite a show as they just kind of popped in there.
I'll hop down and I'll come over and hug and give Fidelity a hug. And
Ambrose will clap. Oh, go on.
I'll say, somehow you always keep impressing me. You are the bee's knees. You are the bee's knees, hon.
Like, oh, thank you. You're so old. I just put an arm around her. Hold up one of her arms as I wave to the audience.
I'll use my other arm to grab a beer from a nearby audience member and dump it on his head.
This little cat's like my beer.
Also, I want to throw in that the end of my performance is an extra best because it fills everybody's beer to the top magically.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Why? Because I just served.
Ah.
Oh, beautiful.
Good.
If I may for a moment,
Mhm.
just I mention only Ambrose, Nugget, and of course John Luke, and any nearby patrons of the bar will hear that. But it's just Vincetta saying, kind of like just a little more than a whisper. Yes, damn, I kind of want him. and a moment later, Vince will say, "Me too."
Oh no! It's infectious.
I'm gonna need Fidelity to do a perceive at difficulty
Yay.
5
Aw.
to possibly pick up the news he's been wanting to hear.
Oh, geez, that's 4 under. So that can you go below 2d4?
You get like a what's it, like an automatic like fault to it or something. You have to check. Just roll your 2d4.
What's the
It's 2d4 plus your body exert.
No. Oh, it's body. Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
was asking. Oh, that's not nearly as bad. Okay. Oh no, I still get a D8 or no, a D6. Wait, no, it's difficulty 5. I have body 4. I get a D8 and a D6.
Yay!
Remember, you're rolling against perceive, right? What's your body perceive?
Oh right, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Also bad. Okay, 2D4.
So close.
But I have a chance to succeed on the dice now.
Not like
Nope.
that. You're
No,
too
you
you're too caught up. Yeah. You know,
Wow.
If you were to like double twist that, there is a chance of bringing it, but fate seems to be working against you.
Let's see how bad it is. I want to know now.
Mm-hmm.
How bad is fate? Double twist. Wait. Oh,
Holy shit! You will never.
Aaron said
Aaron,
absolutely not.
Jesus says no.
You will in fact never know that these words were spoken.
I don't think the stream can see, but I just rolled 4 ones on 4 dice.
Damn.
I feel like I need to try this now. Okay, so,
Hold on.
hang on.
2 more ones.
I'm
2
beginning
more
to call
ones.
foul on like roll 20 here.
That's fair.
Okay.
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
no,
okay,
We're
no.
back. That was just six ones in
Wait,
a row.
now it was a 3 plus 4 in a row.
Yeah. I mean, that's it can happen. You know, 4-sided dice isn't particularly.
There's not a whole lot of results.
Yeah, but like, damn. Okay. Well, your secret's safe with the crowd.
I will say,
Go on.
I say Ambrose will flutter up to him, and he will think back to hearing some words that he heard at the club, in the wet line when they went, like things he heard phones say, and he'll say very heartily, "That was very Courtney," and clap him on the shoulder.
Do you have some? This game has to have some sort of game master reward, some sort of host reward. He deserves one.
Well, the only host reward I can give is an excited Jean-Luc blushing fiercely, being like, "Courtney."
His infidelity is going to reach over and just kind of like caress her beak, just like your old timey expressions are so cute.
But Ambrose said that.
Yeah, I know, and I'm saying it to.
Okay.
I'm saying that I would have thrown in there, other than just He's not just calling her old.
Oh, okay.
I just hadn't had a chance to add anything else, and if he claps me on the shoulder, I'll give him a little high five with one finger, just like, thanks, tiny dude.
Awesome.
You have just an astonishing amount of free drinks coming your way. So the crowd will be covering the cost of y'all's fare as you proceed to inebriate if you wish to. There was also a bong that was sitting in the middle of the table.
Is it a bong or a hookah?
That one. Sorry, I keep saying the wrong word.
I do have to kick you out of the karma now. We sell water pipes. We don't use the B word.
That's true. Yeah. Yes. That one. Center.
Honestly, when you said they set down a bong, I assumed it was a beer bong.
Oh no!
Because you followed it up with you preceded it with beers.
That's true. No, it was just several. There was a hookah that was in the middle of the table, and there was the beers, or what amounts to beer. It does taste a little different. One of the things that's just kind of like you're beginning to discover as you just kind of find food around here is much agriculture in Gallerie is kind of hard to keep in large quantities because the land just isn't stable. So they have some areas within the town that they have like wheat and stuff for this sort of thing, but they largely ferment using other things. There's probably like a lot of fruit involved. There's all sorts of different stuff.
Honey.
Yeah, that could also be a potential.
But yeah, I'll
you know,
retrieve my
go on.
spear.
Yeah. You get your spear back. And the you can see that the bar host has kind of like gone over to it and is just kind of looking sadly at it. But like it's a lot of money. People are excited now. They just saw a great show, so people are buying more drinks and stuff. It's like, oh well, okay. And he's trying to find something to like put over it to keep it from being a hazard for the next dancer.
There's no. I'm declaring this. There's absolutely no way Fidelity will become aware of this
Okay.
unless somebody speaks to him about it.
So you are aware of the next person to like clap you on the ass or whatever it is that takes place. There are many folks that are starry-eyed and staring at you. You have kind of, I mean, unless you say otherwise, I'm assuming kind of forgotten Harold at this point because there's a lot of people who seem a bit more interested in Fidelity.
I'll be like sitting back at his booth because that's where I'm sitting.
He has in fact kind of scooted a little bit just to give you access to folks so that you can be on like the end where people are.
Yeah, and he'll be like holding like brief conversations with everybody who comes up. I think that there is a tiny part of his brain that is like, now I'm just here to show you what you're missing out on.
If there was a way to do so, you have certainly done it. You can do a community perceive if you want to kind of try to read his expression.
I'm guessing the difficulty on that is equally high, or equally, it's got a similar difficulty because Fidelity is very tunnel visioned right now. He's very like his wings, his butterfly wings are out. He's social now.
I'm gonna call it probably. I was gonna call it a 3, but in light of your current like mood, it would become a 4. But also you're in your affinity place, which does make everything simple. So 3 again. So we'll call it community perceive at 3.
Okay. Oh, I get 2 whole d6 on this. Whoop. Community, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah, you are occupied by the things in front of you.
Is also probably should be taken into account. He's accepting a lot of free drinks.
Yeah.
And whatever's at the center of the table. So he is going to very quickly be useless to
everyone,
all human beings for all purposes. Is just like still like friendly and chatting with everybody, but
did you say you were going after the pipe, or you were going after the drinks?
Both is what I said.
Actually, Harold will kind of like slide a hand in front of the pipe a little bit as you kind of reach for it, and so just like stick to the drinks. If you want to talk to the people, stick to the drinks. Just trust me. He doesn't actually like physically lock your hand down. You could like insist it otherwise and grab it. He's just kind of like he drops this little hint.
I'm okay. So I'm going to not. I'm gonna like. I'm not. I'm just gonna take my hand back. Like just casually take my hand back, and then I will forget after a certain amount of time and start reaching for it again.
Okay. I'm going to assume that he is also probably busy, depending on what other people are doing. So the crowd's gotten bigger. What's everybody else up to? Let me roll the dice real quick.
Ambrose is going to try the pipe because he's curious.
Oh, okay. So in the time that he's like he's stopping Fidelity from going after it, is that when Ambrose is going?
Yeah.
You're flanking on both sides.
Yeah.
The bee. Go on.
I was assuming that you just like grab it and then it inflates you, making you big and round, and then you go like empty balloon, like open ballooning around the place, spraying out smoke.
Amazing! I love that.
Oh.
It's just full of helium.
he floats up to the ceiling, and we have to.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ambrose goes for this and kind of immediately enters into the dimension. On account of Ambrose is a small b. So he kind of stops and he looks over as Ambrose is going for it and just kind of like blinks at him, waiting to see if he dies. Because this is just something that happens to Ambrose on occasion.
It's true.
And then we kind of have to figure out what kind of friend Harold is at this point. So we're gonna roll a d100 here. And I'm gonna say hi on account of that's the funny thing. Oh yeah. He kind of blinks and sees this bee like take this hit, and he goes, two more, come on, and he just starts like pounding the table.
Ambrose.
Still talking to someone else, Fidelity is also pounding the table, but not paying attention to what's happening to poor Ambrose.
I'll say,
Like,
wait.
oh, are we hitting things?
I'll say, wait, is this safe? And like I said, he just floats up to the ceiling, and we have to get him down with a stick.
You are feeling like a little ill after this sort of first one here.
Just means he has to do more.
Will doing more make my stomach feel better?
So the insistence that's happening here is kind of like immediate.
Okay.
You are already like kind of hard dizzy.
That's fair. I'll be like, well, it can't hurt me worse than being dizzy, right? And he'll think, and he'll do another hit.
You take this other one. You just kind of feel like you fall into yourself. The world goes two-dimensional. You are a cartoon. This isn't even a thing you necessarily have thoughts about because you have not experienced such a thing before, but you're definitely not a being that is real in this place. This place itself may not be real. You've gone tunnel visioned. All you see is this really big cat being like, one more.
Okay, Mr. Cat, and he'll do another one.
Ambrose has left the building.
Yeah.
Ambrose is in fact not still in the universe. Ambrose has departed.
Picture yourself on a ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Ground control to Major Tom.
But the he just kind of Harold's like all grins and kind of like holds people back, like give him room.
Everybody else is sorry.
I was gonna say Ambrose will kind of like spin around in a circle a couple times and look at everybody, and he'll try to say, "You look strange," but it'll come out as absolute fucking gibberish, and he'll just kind of fall down on his butt in the middle of the table, and he'll just kind of like sit there dazed.
I mean, you're gonna fall on your butt, and then you're gonna fall face forward. That wasn't weed. That was DMT.
Amazing, fantastic.
But you're gonna go meet the entities now.
Yay!
But for everybody else, as what amounts to this kind of loose conglomeration of thoughts that have assembled into animated medium to create a person, completely disassemble themselves into the source code of the universe, get treated to a kind of mix of beauty and horror. It's been an amazing night for this particular bar. Harold, to his credit, apparently really excited to see this. He actually makes a comment really quickly to whoever it is that's aside of him, being like, "I've only actually seen this happen once." You kind of disassemble the kind of nature of what a muse actually is as a notion, perhaps even a nightmare, depending on who's defining it at the time, but really just a being of thoughts and coagulated, soul stuff, just splays itself across the table into this roiling kind of swirling mass of light and color that no longer really has much of a coherent form, as whatever sapience held it together is currently buried in the cosmos, having left orbit. There's a lot of people who have turned back. You kind of get the idea, those of you who are looking around you, that this is actually a bit of an alarming thing to see, because they are familiar with other less like intelligent creatures in this world that are made of the same stuff, and in this form are typically viewed on as dangerous. The kind of like forms that are popping out of this floating medium will take on any number of different disconnected thoughts. Sometimes they look vaguely insectoid, sometimes they look vaguely mammalic. There'll be teeth, there'll be claws, there'll be soft fuzz and stuff. There are familiar shapes to those people who have seen Ambrose and know him a little bit. They'll actually catch, views of like grass and grains flowing. There's like at one point there's like an artifact of a piece of straw that's been in Jean-Luc's mouth before, that's just sort of like portrayed and painted in vibrant colors, which he like just recognizes as it's floating by. There's a flash of fire from this kind of internalized guilt of the damage that was done to his town, and a huge kind of manifestation of the fear of what this draft might look like. But then even coherent forms are kind of lost, and all it is this disconnected, very aimless abstraction of brushwork that floats in the sky until within the span of less than a minute, it kind of just thumps back down into Ambrose, who kind of gets up and goes, "Buh?" And kind of like snaps out of it. Ambrose, you went traveling, but I have to figure out what it is you saw.
That's fine. We can come back to that later.
It's like through all this, the camera is just going to different members of the party, enjoying different elements of the party, or different members of the group enjoying different elements of the party, and then it will occasionally rest, to the songs of whatever's going out there, the chatter of the crowd, and then it settles on Ambrose, and it's just, "Don't you want somebody to love?"
um, but yeah, you kind of come back and find yourself almost surprised to be here. But are feeling a little lightheaded.
Are you all right?
Only a little?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Are you okay? You unraveled a little bit. Which was horrifying.
I think I saw a medium.
Ambrose, I think I saw God.
I was giving him
Um,
another little high five, just like, "Wow, that was sick, dude."
Jean-Luc
high five him back.
actually also kind of looking at you like, "Are you okay?"
I'm gonna like crawl like on my hands and knees over to where Jean-Luc is sitting and just kind of like crawl onto his shoulder and flump and be like, "I'm good now."
Jean-Luc, you try. I was just like, start handing him the
Give
hookah.
the child.
There is a moment that comes shortly later where a couple of the other waiters come over to kind of awkwardly like collect the hookah. To which Harold will actually kind of put a hand down next to it and drum it as though like daring them to remove it. There is a look upon their face like they have been told to take this thing away. If you the mood in the room has changed a little bit. There are a lot of people looking at the table now, less with kind of like admiration and uh, like levity, and more with concern.
Oh God, Ambrose notices this and it's just like, "Oh my God, they're all mad at me."
Aw.
That is definitely or scared of you. They are
Yeah.
looking at you pretty firmly. You have found, just by virtue of your appearance, that most people tend to treat you as cute,
Mhm.
or even infantile. At the moment, the looks that you're getting is more like the look you might provide that big owl that was about to or that did eat you on that first day,
Oh,
or the
yeah,
concern that they would have over some kind of like giant creature. People have stepped aside. The crowd around the table has diminished, if not completely departed. The air has been sucked out of the room a little bit.
Jean-Luc, can you take me outside? I think I need some air.
Jean-Luc will do so. Harold looks like he
Maybe,
wants
maybe
to
we
say
should
something but doesn't.
maybe we should all get some air.
yeah.
It's like, why? It's just a great party.
I just grab you by your ear and start pulling you.
And it's like, hey, stop it! Just like swatting.
No, the old lady is making the decision now.
Y'all go outside though.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
guess.
You will travel outside. Nothing really gets in your way or stops you. You're able to get out. The cool air does feel nice out there. It has cooled down a bit. Gotten a little bit later. I haven't heard anything from Nugget in a minute. Nugget, what are you up to?
Well, up until now, I've just been roosting on the bar, dipping into a little glass of water, watching all this go down. Because I don't know what drugs are. What are
That's fair.
drugs?
You do know whatever it is you were drinking because it probably wasn't water. Because I just don't think they would have put it in front of you.
I mean, there
Um,
was a glass there. I was drinking it.
yeah, I think you may have had some nugget-sized sips of whatever that beer was, which you are a bit of a lightweight, so you may be feeling a little nuggety.
Wait, are there things that are not water that go in glasses?
Yeah, it was honestly a good way to make sure that the water was not infected. You just turned it all into beer. You fill it with alcohol and it doesn't it
Hmm.
purifies or the
It's
process
extra
will
safe.
purify it. Yeah.
It's
Um,
just spicy water.
yeah. Yeah, you are clucking around in a little bit of a not
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
um every once in a while you'll just roll forward.
Adorable.
I imagine I keep bumping into things. And chickens usually have like their heads perfectly like level and everything. Not this time.
For the first time you see like the chicken head moving independent of the body and it's not like the body shaking around the head being steady, it's just the body is steady and the head's like, oh fuck.
Like you know how dogs wag their tails, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. That with
I'm
the
I'm
head. Second.
I'm
Just
gonna say
like
I'm picturing her walking like Hey Hey from Moana.
I actually want to like look up if I want to see what a drunk chicken looks like on fermented fruit or something like that. I'm sure this is a thing that's occurred.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
it's hilarious.
um, but yeah, you are also kind of stumbling through. Um, have not. Several of you are pretty drunk at this point, I think, because you were starting early on. Certainly, Fidelity is. Nugget is probably kind of tipsy. I don't know what the condition of Evelyn is.
Uh, a little tipsy, not drunk. Drunk.
Um, yeah, so a little bit of everything. Um, and then Harold is just too big to put under a table with what little he has consumed. So he kind of checks on the bee and kind of kneels down and goes, "You all right?"
Yeah, but I don't know why everyone's so upset.
Yeah, he sighs a little bit and kind of offers you an up and puts you on his shoulder.
Okay.
And doesn't necessarily offer an explanation. Just kind of gives
Okay.
a shoulder ride, and then moves over to Fidelity and looks kind of apologetic, or rather apologetic, and goes, "I'm sorry, the party shifted there.
They just need another dance.
Yeah, maybe we'll find
I can
another
fix
one.
this.
Maybe we can fix a different. I know another one. You want to keep going? I know another one.
Yeah, sure.
And he will come on. We'll just go to the other side of town. And we'll walk with the rest of the party. The night is still young. It hasn't been more than like an hour since this started. So he's just gonna find someplace else. Go on.
During the walk,
Mhm.
what one of the Vince is gonna say, hey, Harold,
Yeah.
how dangerous is a nightmare?
He kind of blows out a little air and goes, "Pretty fucking dangerous." I guess it sort of depends on what kind you're talking about. Why?
Apparently there's one outside the city somewhere.
Oh, do they have the gates closed?
Yeah.
He
But
nods, and goes, "Well, it's not terribly uncommon. As long as we stay
Okay.
inside, we should be okay."
We wanted to go outside to do a bit of foraging and stuff, but they wouldn't let us. And they asked us if we would help scouting for the nightmare.
Oh, they don't know where it is.
No.
It's like
I
Did they
guess
say
not.
what
No.
kind it was?
it's
No. But
I think
admittedly,
no.
us.
we did not ask.
What was Fidelity saying there?
The kind that gets its ass kicked by us.
Listen, kid, buddy, let's hold on. Cool off. You just fought the local delivery service. Let's not get into this just yet.
I'll
Um,
kind of turn to Harold and I'll say, "What is a nightmare?"
It's well, I mean, it's sort of. It looks like he's trying to find a way to explain it that doesn't necessarily directly reference situations that may have just got you kicked out of a bar. But he's like, it's a notion. It's a medium creature. But they're a little different. They're like they're specifically keyed to people and certain feelings, and uh, they're just real dangerous. They're not necessarily subject to the same rules as flesh and blood, so they can be hard to get rid of.
Right.
It's like
Okay.
I'm their worst nightmare, and I do like a flip in the air and a jump kick.
I'm tempted to see if that just results in you being on your ass.
Ambrose claps.
I try to do
happily.
the same, and it definitely does not go well.
You kind of like
So
roll
egg
down the
comes
hill a little
out.
bit like a physics object. Um,
Oh, like in Power World.
like in Power World, like when any of the lamb balls just kind of go down the hill indefinitely.
Yeah.
I just like what my picture is that this like jump kick is absolute perfect grace, and then he goes after the chicken like stumbling and
Yeah.
like
Can't grab Nugget. Eventually,
like
you do succeed in grabbing Nugget. Pick Nugget up. Are able to bring her back, feeling rather proud of yourself. Look down. You're looking at the back end of Nugget. Nugget is upside down. Has been the whole time. Um,
My head's just dangling.
yeah.
it's like
Uh,
it's like chase him down with my egg cannon. Chugga chugga chugga.
no, I was gonna say it cuts to a view of the street, and then off screen, Nugget just starts rolling around. Fields of green, what a wonderful world.
Wow.
I will turn her around properly.
Yeah. Um, you get her upright, and the head kind of takes a while to catch up. And he goes, "All right. Well, I mean that's probably something we could do. I don't know if we should do it in our current state of intoxication.
It's like we're going to another bar. So that one sucks now.
Yeah, maybe not going to another bar because that one sucks now." He kind of looks back over apologetically to Vince's and says, "Listen, I don't want to take you out nightmare hunting when you're drunk. This is a bad call."
Wait, Wait.
No, that makes sense.
Were we? We were money, right?
Yeah, we were gonna look for work to buy supplies.
Oh man, I should have asked that dude to pay me for dancing.
Yeah. No, I mean, you can requisition some supplies, at least the basic stuff. Here. Um, he kind of looks around. Says, let's collect a few basic necessities. We'll bill it to the army.
Okay. What?
We're going to the bar. Yeah, this boring stuff wait till tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah.
tomorrow's when we leave. We should have it before we leave, right?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I've never been on a big trip like this, so
Ambrose is right.
He can probably do it in the morning.
okay.
What's the time right now?
I'm gonna guess 9.
Like in the evening?
Yeah.
That's not late at
Yeah,
all.
still early. Let's go to another bar.
Okay. I
But
say no. We're getting
really,
drunk at 9 in the morning.
it's late enough that most of the provisioners are certainly closed. But the the kind of night market stuff is around and opening. Maybe it's like in the 9 to 10 range. We ended up with that bar was probably more crowded. No, I think that's gonna be right. Based on like local nightlife around here, I would say that would be a little early for that bar to be that crowded. But also, these people aren't working 9 to 5s, right? So this is just where they go after they're done with their stuff. But yes, the night is young, and y'all didn't wake up all that long ago, so you are quite well rested at this point.
Okay. Then let us go to another bar.
Mm-hmm.
Harold will kind of like bring you to the next place that he thinks of, and it's a good looking spot. It is not as big and not as kind of like crowded and kind of well appointed as the last one, but it's still a pretty sizable tavern, and still has people that are excited and happy to kind of be there. This one, he's also able to kind of get drinks back over at the table. This one does not bring a hookah.
That's
It's
fine.
apparently a different facility. Um, he will actually somewhat bashfully, as the drinks kind of arrive, look over to Ambrose and go like, I feel kind of responsible for that. I'm real sorry.
It's all right. I had a good journey. I wasn't gone more than a couple months.
I guess good. Uh, you'll have to tell me about it sometime. As
I
soon as we
will.
figure out what the fuck it was.
You know, like it's still a little light show.
Mhm.
He just did a little light show.
It looked
I
very
don't know why everybody's
familiar
got to be a bitch about it.
to the rest of you, as you're kind of become more inundated with sort of what medium looks like. But it was kind of interesting to see it so devoid of any degree of direction. It was just kind of spread out.
I also thought it was particularly beautiful to see everyone else put their beaks up to a shiny glass object.
They put down a goblet in front of uh, Nugget, and Nugget's just like glass.
Rock.
Magic.
Shrek. Shrek. Right, it is the Shrek Rock.
If there are conversations y'all wish to have, now is a good time to have them, lest I just narrate another bar at you.
Uh, I'll kind of say, look, I know we mentioned the idea of closing the rift, but if we do, A, people will be pissed at us, and B, I'll probably never see my family again.
I thought we agreed we weren't gonna,
Okay,
after all,
double checking.
but I could be wrong. I don't know. I've been on a journey.
Fidelity kind of holds his hands up, kind of like don't shoot style, and then just kind of like slowly waves his hands over to close each of their mouths, and is like, "Shh, no work talk. Work talk tomorrow."
It's not work, it's click as it might be click shuts as you shut it.
No work talk at the table.
Ambrose will just nod.
Yeah, I'll nod.
I think I smelled lizard on a stick outside. Anybody else want lizard on a stick?
I don't know what that is, but I want it now.
I think it's a lizard on a stick? How queer.
Chances are reasonable.
I don't know if I want a queer lizard on a stick.
That's the only flavor I want.
It's like, I have a new plan. I have a new idea. Since people keep wanting to fill their mouths with work talk.
I think Nugget wanted to fill her mouth with lizard on a stick.
That's a good plan.
Specifically, queer lizard on a stick in my mouth, yes.
Anytime anybody wants to talk about work, fill instead your mouth with this, and he's just like shoving beers in their direction.
I stick my whole face in the glass.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
At this point, there is a somehow Harold has kind of like entered chaperone mode just like a little bit and be like, Nugget, you weigh like 3 pounds, Nugget. Oh god.
It's spicy water.
It's I don't know what this is gonna do. And he's just like not certain what this means to somebody of your particular like body mass.
I'm like attempting to pull a Vince, just whichever one is closest to the table, like arm around their shoulder, attempting, and ending up just dragging myself over to one of them, and just like, hey,
Yes.
here's what I'm wondering is if one of you gets drunk, does other both get drunk at once?
You don't know the answer to that.
I have no idea.
And it's like, then we have to for science, and I just pick up one of the mugs and put it to their mouth, whichever one it is. I'm like, drink.
You are about influence.
I don't know what science is, but I'm like, yeah, science. Fuck up.
Yeah, Nugget gets it.
But honestly, that is probably an important thing to find out. So
It is.
Yeah, actually, yeah, gonna drink. Just one of me.
Okay. One of you does in fact drink. And the thought enters your mind that if you are trying to counteract a body weight of stone, this may take a while. But maybe it doesn't actually work that way, seeing as how Nugget has drained the better part of a pint, while Nugget weighs the better part of a pint, and is not yet dead on the ground. So...
The
That
bee
being
took
said,
enough.
She does seem a little loopy. And she's going for that lizard on a stick outside.
Lizard on a stick.
If a serving type person wanders too close, I'm just gonna bound and like hop over the table and land in front of them, just like, hey, you guys got like snacks?
There's a this demure cat holding a tray, being like, yes, we have many. Let me get you a menu. Waddles off.
Like lizards on a stick?
Oh, that's like the street food outside. We don't I mean, we serve good
Ah!
You serve what here?
good food.
Do you have anything on sticks?
We do have like a kebab.
I don't know
Close
what that is,
enough.
but I would like one, please.
Ah man, I love kebabs.
What is
cock.
this? Is it some kind of foreign fare?
Like, yeah.
Kebab
It's
is
like-
a dirty word in chicken.
Kebab. The fuck did you just say?
The fuck
I
you
will have
say
you know
about
my mother
mother?
was a saint.
Yes.
Black kebab. Nugget, do you proceed to find stick lizard, or do you stick around for kebabs?
Ooh, kebab.
Hey, kebabs will arrive shortly. They are chicken kebabs. um,
Amazing.
there's probably some kind of beef in there too. They are a mixed meat kebab, which sounds like delicious dinner right now. But like all other delicious dinners, it's gonna cost me fucking like $30.
Aw.
Oh, no mixed meat kebab for Messi. Anyway, this mixed meat kebab shows up and is full of just various delicious things for you to sink your beak into. They're all cooked, which is a little peculiar, but the flavors are probably real good.
Yay.
And I'll ask for like some kind of hard liquor because I'm dead set on getting this giant lion drunk, and I don't know what that's going to take.
You will be provided with some kind of like a whiskey or a brandy or something, just like something heavier.
Getting everybody at the table to trying to get everybody at the table to do shots.
That is just not how you drink that.
To me, everything is a pint glass.
Do they have any kind of entertainment?
Yeah, it's more or less the same thing that's going to be at the other one.
Okay.
There are it's a smaller stage. There's a live band that is going. It's just a little less over the top than the last place was. He did kind of bring you to the one that he likes the most. So this is sort of like, not bad, but number 2.
Mm.
Ambrose will sip on like a shot glass of beer because he's small and he's still like recovering.
Nugget, as you are getting drunker, is beginning to exhibit probably more signs of reptilianness than birdness, which may or may not result in peculiar behavior. Also, we keep forgetting that you have a giant moon that just kind of follows you around. It's not giant, just like a little moon.
I did forget about that.
Mhm.
But like that moon may in fact be like behaving in funny ways.
Winking
It just
at people.
hiccups now and then.
It just fills up with liquor, like you can see like the outline of a wavy like yellow booze or something as it fills up.
Just squeezes
Just
out
a
an egg.
half-empty buzzball.
The fuck's a buzzball?
It's an orbular potion looking cheap ass drink.
It
That you
sounds
can
terrible.
I mean, it's not great, but that you can get at like convenience stores and stuff.
I've seen they make giant buzz balls now.
They do, yeah. There's huge ones.
God.
They look like mana potions.
The temptation to get another pizza is just fucking incredible.
You could probably order one there if you want to. But you
Oh no, I
have
meant
to
in real life.
This isn't the real life. This is just fantasy.
On a landslide. Can we
Mhm.
escape from reality?
That's why we're here. You are able to Kay and also Bob as you see fit.
All right. Ambrose will eat his kebab.
I'll
Very
be sharing them
happily.
with everyone, pulling mine apart and putting them in other people's mouths. Probably not Ambrose's because his mouth is so tiny.
Yeah.
He'll probably try a few times, like he's kind of like like squinting his eyes, looking at his stuff, and picking off little pieces, and always making it too big.
This is delicious food as far as Jean-Luc is concerned. He is it has spices that he doesn't normally have access to.
Nice.
Good point.
Just like, I'm gonna go dance. Who wants to dance with me?
I will.
I wanna.
It's like, all
I
right,
want
let's
to see
go.
that.
And I'll go dance with Evelyn and also with he'll try to figure out how to dance with Nugget.
How do you want to
Maybe-
dance, Nugget?
Huh?
How do you want to dance?
Here, take my wings.
I do so.
Mm-hmm. I
You gonna
imagine I
change-
just start stretching out more and more.
Are you gonna change shape, or are you just gonna stay negated?
Hold on. I have a reference over here.
A reference.
Woo!
Hold on. There we go. But like 5 feet long, not mountain size, obviously.
Wait, where did this go?
Ooh.
And also-
Oh,
Original
okay.
chicken
Wrong.
fingers.
Yeah,
Wrong
wrong group chat, but that's okay.
Slightly wrong chat.
It's over in the HSD group chat for people who are looking.
Okay.
Whoopsie. There we go.
Ooh.
Let's put it in the right chat.
Neat.
That's
Now
great.
you're
Ooh,
both in the game
gorgeous.
chats. Nugget, metamorphoses. As you kind of stretch her out there a little bit, body gets long, like the lizards in Elden Ring, just like pops up, and wings like stretch out, and the legs and arms just kind of like vanish, and in the span of like spaghettiing out this creature, you are met with this gorgeous multicolored quaddle-looking critter. Which does beg the question of still how you're dancing, but you at least have more mass to work with.
I'm wiggling quite a lot
Mhm.
in a very rhythmic fashion.
I'll kind of lean over to one of the Vinces and I'll say, I think I like this look much better for her.
It is rather impressive.
I can't like imagine this without Brock Sampson yelling, "Quit wiggling around, you jackass!"
By the way, only Vincetta is eating, since Vincent has been tasked with getting drunk.
Vincenta, by the way, a little grumpy at Vince for getting drunk while she has to eat. Vince, by the way, a little grumpy with Vincenta for getting to eat while he has to get drunk.
Rough life.
It's a little tough. On the other hand, Vincenta very pleased with the food that she's getting, and Vince very pleased with the booze. So that's duality for you.
That works out.
Gotta take what you can get.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's this very pretty winged serpentine critter here that has kind of filled the space a little bit.
Cool.
There is the beer-addled thought in Fidelity's mind of how do I keep ending up with fluffy winged folk in my midst, but that's okay, because they're hot and I'm a little drunk.
I've got a lot more ideas of how to dance with a big winged serpent than a chicken-sized chicken.
Hit me.
So that also makes it easier for him to quickly construct a dance to whatever music is playing, where he can seamlessly dance with both girls at the same time. Kind of like keeping everybody moving kind of in a circular pattern and just kind of swapping back and forth between them on the beats every few steps, and occasionally like leading Nugget around to like after a few turns become like a corkscrew spiral around both him and Evelyn. Like he's holding one hand and one wing.
This is the kind of coordinated affair that probably would work really well if you were sober. I don't know if it works really well right now. We could find out. Or we could just say that it does. It kind of depends on what your propensity for complex environments are while you are inebriated.
Am I still in light?
No, that ended a while ago. It's pretty brief.
Boo! Hiss.
You are still in an environment that you like, so you do have your checks simplified.
All right. Can I do an athletics test?
Yeah. It'll be difficulty 2.
I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom.
Despite the dice trying to be bad, I succeeded.
Mm-hmm. You were able to pull it off. You are a wonder even to yourself.
Yay.
There's more evidence that this is what I should be doing.
Mm-hmm. We lost Ambrose, right? Yeah.
I think John just said he was taking a break.
Let's take this opportunity if anybody has something that they would like to do while they are not necessarily under the crunch of time and have like this downtime chapter available. Let me know if you want to do it, so that I'm not just dragging you through bars all night.
I don't have any ideas.
Or do I, right off the top of my head?
Fidelity might go home with someone.
Fidelity can probably make that happen. But I am going to say that it is probably I'll roll a luck thing for it. Probably only going to happen if he initiates it.
I don't see him initiating it on purpose.
Let me do a thing here. Roll.
If I am dancing with two ladies, I'm definitely afterwards going to dance with Vince and/or Vincetta.
Which means that you're here with a crowd. So Yeah. I mean, this is a thing you might be able to cause to occur, but only if you actually go up to somebody and cause it to occur. Chances
Yeah.
are they are either going to assume that you are with the crowd that you're with and dancing with, or be a little too worried about either the implications or the uncertainty to approach you themselves.
That's fair.
Question. I
Yeah.
didn't catch. I didn't catch it. What? Who is doing what with Vince or Vincetta?
Fidelity's
Vince
dancing.
and or yeah, gonna invite them to dance. He'll invite Harold to dance.
Harold will in fact dance with you, and he's okay with it, or he's okay at it. He's pretty coordinated for being a really big dude. He was kind of super athletic at one point in his life. It's been a few years, but it's clearly not his first time on a dance floor. And he is able to just kind of like toss you around like a rag doll. So he there's some twirling that takes place. He looks a little pleased that the evening managed to get salvaged a little bit. He might have been feeling guilty about the earlier situation.
Mm.
Did we get John back?
Not yet. He's in the restroom.
Okay. Then as the evening kind of concludes, y'all have time to sober up unless you just continue to pour booze in your mouth.
Important question. Did Vincetta get drunk also?
So the way this is actually kind of like intended to be processed is really down to the interpretation of the individual. It is possible that because of the collective Vince's own concern with how they're perceived, both sides will kind of look at this from the outside and assume the other is drunk. It's also possible for them to both be drunk at once. It's sort of like as the collective agreement of the state that they want to be in. Either one person is it, and they're both kind of like thinking that the other one is it, and they're both kind of sitting in judgment of themselves, or they are kind of both drunk.
I feel the first one would be more fitting of this character.
So even though one of them was drinking, both of them kind of feel like the other one is the drunk one. And from like outside manifestation standpoint, it does look like Vincetta, who is the one who was drinking, is the one who is drunk. But if Vincetta was to reflect on this the next day, she would think that Vince was the one that was drunk. But either way, there's kind of a preoccupation on the matter. Like, Vince is acting like, oh, I can't function properly because I'm bound by this this kind of psychic link that's making me not, coherent right now. So I'm getting drunk by proxy or something. Like, there's kind of an interior judgment that's going on.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, which I imagine means that for the rest of the night, they are both quiet in the I'm mad at you kind of way, or rather, I disapprove of you. Only they're disapproving of each other.
A little bit, yeah. Which is very confusing because it was a thing that they collectively kind of agreed to. What you are sort of experiencing on reflection is kind of an embodiment of getting in your own way. And it looks like it can kind of happen from either direction.
I am so happy that this experiment yielded the knowledge that the Vinces can mean drunk each other or themselves.
Imagine being able to be hard on yourself as a separate person.
Is it still self-deprecation?
It's going to be like
Okay.
self-deprecation times 9/11.
Yeah. But that also means that for the rest of the night they will not indulge in intoxicants.
I just love how this ends with, oh man, I agreed to drink a bunch of shit and now I'm drunk. This is so dumb. Fuck this earth.
World is a fuck. 10 billion dead cops.
Why do we drink? So we have to piss? This world is a prison.
Did you? I posted that like sad Pinkie Pie with that meme
Yeah.
in a Telegram, and one of my friends is and Jocelyn's husband was just like, "Did George post that? That feels like George posted that." Oops, I said my real name. Oh well.
I can, flag that out. There we go. We also just lost,
Ron.
yeah.
Oh, I'm back, by the way.
Okay, well. Let's see if Rowan is able to get, her interwebs working again. Do. But yeah, if that is kind of the end of the levities, y'all can adjourn back to your uh bunks to kind of like attempt to get some degree of back on a regular schedule.
Is anybody
Good
going
idea.
home with Fidelity?
So not unless Fidelity is seeking them out. I said that earlier.
I'm asking the people here.
Well, I mean, they all
Aren't
are.
we all
Y'all live
going home?
together.
Yep. Like she said.
Okay. All right. Go get some sleep then.
Everybody go to the bathroom if you need to while we wait for Rowan to come back.
Okay.
Too late. I already did it.
Oh. Direct violation of my orders.
Gonna need dinner before too amazingly long. Like shortly
Yeah.
after this game ends. You think I should get Pizza Hut?
If you get Papa John's, I can get wings.
Rowan returns.
Yeah, sorry about that. My computer went fucky, so it needed restarting. I am back though.
Alright.
Welcome back.
The time has come, and so have I.
I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
We're on a very short break to let you and
Reconnect.
yeah, I would say and John come back, but excuse me, John came back like moments before your computer borked.
Mm.
Ooh.
So you're thinking chicken sounds good?
Yeah, I would love the wings from Papa John's. But
I
if
want
you would prefer,
nuggets. Sorry.
I'm not gonna eat nugget. Nugget's safe. Nugget's bigger than a nugget now.
Nothing eats nugget. Nugget stays. Nugget's
Nugget's
gold.
Y'all
gold.
said you wouldn't eat me.
We lied.
I
So
didn't.
here's what I was thinking. If
Yeah.
if chicken sounds good, we could get Long John Silver's.
No, that's all. My stomach's already in bad shape today. That's gonna make it worse. I'm gonna have to camp out in the bathroom. Also, I want specifically honey chipotle wings, not a giant slab of chicken. But if you want Long Johns, you can get it, and I can make myself ramen later.
I want a giant slab of chicken.
Have you tried Pizza Hut's wings yet? They don't have that good sauce though.
I have not tried Pizza Hut's wings, but I can look into it. Give me a second. Riveting dinner talk!
That's alright, I'll just edit this out.
Okay. I guess I can get honey barbecue. That works for me. Garlic parmesan. No, that will really throw up my stomach. Okay, if
I'm
you give me a...
back.
Yay, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Do.
I will
Wow,
simply text
marketing
you
sure
my
does
clip.
work.
What?
I don't know, I just like automatically mnemonically jingled the McDonald's jingle.
Oh.
Anyway, yes, you all go back home to the place that is counting as home.
The
Catch
barrack.
catch a few hours should I get up at some reasonable amount of time, so that you can travel outward and do what reconnoitering you need for food, and also scouting. Um, it does kind of occur to you that you did not end up getting back up to the gate. But that's actually. Oh, you know what? Timing wise, I guess we could do that. If you all
Okay.
waited long enough to sober up a little bit, because like you hadn't slept all that long ago, in the wee hours of the morning, you could probably go back up to the front gate and tell them that you're gonna go scout for that.
I would like to do that if everyone else is okay with that. Because Ambrose is like, I
Yeah.
can't have them be mad at me too.
Sure.
Oh. Oh, he's so cute.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, it takes a while for the booziness to wear off. But it gets to the point that most of you are pretty good, and fidelity will do. Um, but you're able to return to the front, where the guards are like, "Oh, we weren't sure if you're gonna come back. Wow, there's a lot of you. I didn't know we were still. Oh," and they salute Harold. He just kind of like waves them off. And he goes, "Captain, are you gonna be? No, I'm not a part of this. They want to do this on their own." And by that I mean I can't outrun a nightmare. And they kind of laugh a little bit because, "Sir, you could outrun the wind, sir." And he goes, "No, I am genuinely quite large these days." It's just like, don't mock me. I'm not at my prime. uh, it does seem like these folks have some semblance of a knowledge of a reputation. Um, but Harold will kind of like lean over to the rest of you and be like, "All right, so this is important. Find, don't engage. Come back, describe it, let us know where it is, and what you saw, and we'll kind of break it down from there. We don't really want to get a fight into this thing. Normally, nightmares kind of wander around on their own. If it doesn't know that we're here, and it doesn't know that the city's occupied, it'll eventually just kind of move on. All we want to know is where it is so we can keep an eye on its motion."
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
And he kind of like taps the side of his head and says, also, if you see anything kind of, this is a little hard to explain, I guess. If you see anything particularly out of place, you know, like a I don't know, like a light post or something in the middle of the forest, just something that doesn't seem like it belongs there, doesn't have any infrastructure, doesn't look like there's any other buildings around it. It's just sort of sitting there. Mark that too.
Okay.
All right.
Like,
Why?
because he wants to know how to get to Narnia.
He kind of like blinks a little bit and says, I don't get that reference.
It's books.
I
Books.
I actually do.
And he goes, all right, well, yeah, they're called fence posts. It's a thing that'll might be where this thing came from to begin with. It could represent where a dream's located.
A dream.
Yeah, a lot of these nightmares are kind of wandering in and out of painted worlds that are kind of nearby. Dreams, essentially, connections over to the canvas. It's possible for a nightmare to just sort of show up on its own, but pretty regularly they walk out of something. The only way we really know where it is if you can find the marker.
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye out.
They're all
Yep.
different. They just kind of look out of place. So if we're lucky enough to track it down, then great. Otherwise, we'll settle with just knowing where it is.
Okay. Also, Gesundheit, Evelyn.
Thank you.
He will wait at the door frame and say, lastly, check in maybe once every 2 hours or so. I don't want you on for too long without knowing what's going on out there. And if it starts chasing you, he kind of like winces a little bit and says, just try to outpace it and don't come back here while it's following you.
Okay.
Okay.
To know.
Like, just like, all right, we will head out and exceed your expectations.
I hope so.
Great. Yeah, looks around at the surrounding area and kind of says, last thing. Um, just check your corners and stuff. So nightmares tend not to sneak up on you. They're typically pretty oblivious of trying to stalk. It's just not really what they do. But these woods are populated with things that will. There's just monster life out here. Watch out. I would hate to have you looking around for, some notion that's floating through thoughts and dreams only to get eaten by a bear.
Okay.
All right.
And with that, he will kind of just duck back into the city, leaving you on the other end of the wall in the dark light of the kind of half moon.
Luckily, I could see in the dark and see far.
It's true.
I don't know about you, he gave me the feeling that we're gonna exceed his expectations by returning alive.
Yeah. Whatever these things are, it's bad news.
I have a concern though. I have this giant glowing orb, and I feel like that's gonna make me stand out a lot.
There is in fact a giant glowing. Oh, you are in night with night stuff right now, so I don't think that needs to be as bright. Let me look at that real quick.
It's like,
Can you make it a little less bright, maybe?
Okay, so the ball doesn't need to be there.
Okay.
You can summon that if you want to. And also, your complications to hiding disappear if you're in the same kind of lighting. So right now, you just kind of match the darkness.
Cat snake.
Mm-hmm. You are various hues of blue and kind of fade into the midnight that is abound you.
Perfect.
As soon as we're out of earshot of the gates, I'm like, so we're killing this thing, right?
I don't think that's the best idea.
It's like, well, maybe if we do, people will stop questioning us so much. Nobody believes in us.
Well, we're very new to this.
Exactly.
Have you ever fought a nightmare?
I don't even know what it is.
It's like, I haven't. But I never fought, an army of crazy,
Catholics.
I've never fought an army of crazy Catholics on, like, writing exploding monsters either. Or, like, Roman guys with ships and missiles and stuff.
Yeah, didn't you get like an arm broken or what was it?
Oh, no, it was a leg and it was off.
Yeah, maybe you should consider that a warning.
I got
I mean-
frozen, shot.
I
Ambrose died.
Twice.
Yeah.
Actually, I think your kill count's up to like 3 at this point.
Yeah, because I got the owl in my introduction, and then I got smashed by a giant, and then I got stabbed.
Ambrose, like, no, it's just like we're gonna go into this grand world of adventure, and Ambrose gets like insta jibbed by a bird.
I don't think we should risk it unless it is not something big. If
Right.
it's a small creature, we can take it.
So, I am hearing all of that, and those are good points. But let me bring up a few points as well. And he just kind of like does a quick little tap dance. He's like, both legs, perfect, good as new. Hey, Ambrose,
Yeah.
still alive. Hey, Nugget,
Mm-hmm.
still alive.
Looking fine as fuck.
Yeah.
This is the part of the
Sometimes-
stream where I substitute the B-52 picture that has all the dots on it.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes, like here, fine, still here, still fine as hell. Sometimes a confusingly sexy snake lady. I'm just saying, people keep saying we got to be so careful, and we're like halfway careful, and we're fine.
But Jean-Luc could be hurt, and I don't want that to happen.
Oh, Jean-Luc,
well.
Jean-Luc for sure. I didn't mention that, but like, Harold would have been like, no, little guy,
Okay.
stay here.
I would
Good,
have let
okay,
him go
good.
also.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
If nothing else, he can't keep up.
Yes.
Just imagine Jean-Luc trying to go outside as well, and Harold grabbing him like just putting paw over his head. Nope.
Like the claw
Yeah,
machine.
like that. Uh-huh.
Look. I may look like a snake, but I'm still a chicken at heart. I don't think we should fight it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is stereotyping.
Yes, but I do also think she is correct.
Yes. Sorry, Fidelity,
like-
you are outvoted.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like an even more important that we fight and kill this because you guys need a confidence boost.
Fidelity
I
is over here
don't-
like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Everybody out here is like has no confidence in us, and it's getting inside your head.
let's find the thing first.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah. I was saying people should take, like, I know this kind of stuff. All right. We went regional champions when I was on the basketball team
Oh
because we're not
wow.
afraid of anybody
It's
and we challenged ourselves every day.
basketball is a little different than fighting nightmares.
That might be
Mhm.
the case. But you know what's the same wherever you go? The dangers of stinking thinking.
What?
Letting you lose the game before you ever step on the paint. If you tell yourself, this is too much, I can't do this.
Oh, the
Those guys,
2020 sounded like a horrible era.
This is gonna be an obscure reference, but I know George has seen Feast because like I showed it to you. But like if you haven't, all the characters in that movie are tropes, and there is one who is kind of the public speaker. Who does a sequence very much like this and proceeds to get fucking consumed.
it's like, but
I
you know, but I hear you guys. One of these days we'll have to get ready for some, to be bigger than this. But let's just find them.
You know, Fidelity, I love your confidence. It's gonna get you killed one day.
But not as fast as second guessing and hesitation will. I just like pat her gently on the cheek.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference between hesitation and second guessing and being reasonably careful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like there is, which is why I'm saying that we should kill this thing. But we've already decided we shouldn't. I heard the vote. We're not doing it. I'm not trying to convince people anymore.
Good.
I'm just saying you got to sometimes figure out when being careful has crossed over into hesitation and second guessing and lack of self-esteem.
This sounds like you're quoting something. Where'd you get this?
Years
From?
of leadership training on and off the court.
Uh-huh.
we should get going.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you, Ambrose.
You're welcome. We can continue to discuss on the way if we do it quietly.
How are you doing this? You have folks who can fly and folks who cannot.
I'd like to fly up really high.
Yeah, I would like to fly around very stealthily.
Okay.
As would I.
Y'all take off over the tree line and see about you a forest. It is quite sizable. As you're heading off on that side, kind of stretches off as far as the eye can see, in one direction. So the way that I'm trying to like figure this out, how to like arrange it in the camera. Actually, here. I will instead do it like this. So we have kind of the coastline here. And we have Caterwallen kind of in this area. And then all through here is forest. This is in roll 20, by the way, that I'm doing this, if you're trying to figure out where I'm doing this. All through here is forest. Y'all should be able to see the screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And it is just, thousands of acres up the coast. And then there's this area here, which kind of led to the plains, which was sort of like one of the major entrances. This is kind of where the road is going, heading north. And this is sort of where you were let out, was on kind of like this side. So you were let off into the forested area, kind of heading upward. So as you get out over the area, you are able to see all the way off in this direction, but it is a ways. It's quite a bit of space to get out there. And then over here is kind of flatland, which I will designate with the official flatland color of that for the roads that are heading north. You don't really have much to go off of right now, other than the fact that what the guys said last night was they heard wailing on the wind. So, auditory clues, maybe?
It might be a whale.
There is an ocean to one side.
Or some sort of winds.
That is true. It could also be wind.
It's the windfish.
It was not us.
Did I do the ocean on the wrong side?
No, that's right. Actually, that's left, but yeah.
Graphic design is my passion.
Nice. I'm gonna be real. I hate doing maps.
That's fair.
Not that I necessarily have great tools to do it with in this MS Paint thing that we have here, but like,
Shall I give you access to my Incarnate account?
I bought a bunch of those map tools that I haven't yet even tried out, and I really should.
Yes, you do. Yes, you should.
That might be helpful.
It's just not necessarily a priority at the moment. But I got back when what was it? Humble Bundle was doing a ton of map tools for like cheap. And
Oh shit, I got that too.
Yeah, we both got that. I haven't even looked at them yet.
It was so cheap.
Mm-hmm. I need to dig into those at some point. Because like, I think that was quite a bit of stuff that I got and need to actually explore.
There's so many add-ons.
Yeah.
It took forever to unlock them all.
Yeah.
Every single one of them was an individual code. It was infuriating.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of how they had to do it, but it was a pretty time-consuming process to claim. But anyway, where would you like to go? You were out in the forested area. The moon is overhead. It is not quite a full moon. It's a little dark out there. Those of you with dark vision can see fine. Those of you without are kind of just seeing the tops of trees.
I'm gonna go over to Vincetta and just be like, "Hey, you mind if I hop on your back and take a little rest?"
That speech really took it out of me, and I still have a hangover.
All right, go ahead.
He's gonna lay down on his belly on her back and like kind of nap.
Feel the sculpted marble-like muscles of this giant cat. Those of you in the sky, go ahead and do a body perceive at difficulty 4.
Oh. So a D8 and a D6 plus. Double check. Yeah.
My brain will do nothing but nugget in the sky with diamonds. Now.
No, with Ambrose and Emily.
Damn it! Fucking roll 20.
Right.
They can still potentially twist out of that.
Yeah, it's a little rough though. You could also just fail. Fail is a thing that
I'm
can
just-
occur.
I'm fine with failing.
Yeah, I'm fine with feeling.
So y'all get up there, not much to go off of. There is a general the just kind of hush of the evening. You're not even necessarily convinced that like there is a thing to find. You've been told they were, but near as you can tell, the only like suspicion anybody had was because they heard something, and you know there's kind of the sound of the ocean up here and stuff like that. But that's about it. That being said, you don't necessarily have a whole lot of experience searching from the sky. The only one of you that has any real experience flying over distances or looking for things is Ambrose, and Ambrose used to search for things within the confines of about, bee land. So this is not necessarily traveled territory for most of you. On the ground, it's even trickier. You're kind of heading north, but you don't necessarily have much more direction beyond that, unless you want to try to diverge off east toward the flat areas and just see if that gets you something else. Until somebody gives you some more direction.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll head toward the flatter areas. Might make it easier to see.
Well, I mean, so this is like the people who are on foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are just wandering through trees until they're told where to go.
Ambrose will fly down and be like, "We're gonna. Should we maybe head toward flatter land? It's hard to see with all these trees."
Ambrose is just like, I'm used to doing this, but like what I'm looking for literally glows. Um,
Ambrose had proposed something to the ground crew. The ground crew.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I must have missed that.
I said, "Should we head for sturdier, or should we head for flatter ground so that we might see better instead of the treetops?"
I mean, if in the open ground, like if this nightmare was anywhere there, then they would have seen it from the city, wouldn't they?
I don't know. Maybe.
Did you notice any high ground while you were flying around up there?
Did I?
Not so much. This is kind of a hilly area. Like this is on sort of the side of a mountain. And it goes toward more mountains up near the top over here, but you're starting to deal with distances of like, hundreds of miles at that point.
Yeah.
Around this area here is slightly sloping upward, heading in that way, in the way that, general continental mass does. But you're not really seeing any specifically high points in it.
Okay. I'm like, I haven't seen any. No.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I can't think of anything good either. Aside. Okay, let's just walk around and see if we see any nightmares.
Okay.
I mean, I could try singing to it and see if it responds, but I don't think that'll work.
That would also be a good idea. We're supposed to, find it, don't attract it.
Just trying to drum up ideas.
I know.
You
I
are still
appreciate it.
fairly close to the city, so If you did want to attract it, maybe if it just went out further.
We should go out further, I think.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that is a good idea. Let's get away from the city.
You can head
Mhm.
outward in a outwardly direction at relative speed. Moving out through the tree line. Did you want to try to travel through the trees or travel down the road?
I would say the trees.
Yeah.
You go dashing through the trees. It's invigorating. You can see pretty well in the dark. And you're able to actually stretch your legs here and hop logs and kind of like move at speed when you've been kind of cramped into the city for the past couple days. This place feels bigger and more open, and you don't feel like you're small or cramped in here. It's rather refreshing to get out of all the buildings that you've been in. If anything, it's a little kind of invigorating. At one point or another, after you've been running for, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes or so, you catch sight of a light. There is a shining kind of reddish orange light, and it's
Ooh.
flickering.
Probably a campfire, but let's be careful.
Hmm.
Do you wish to approach it?
Okay.
Yes.
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 Do you wish to stealth?
Yes.
I will try to stealth.
I will definitely
Wait.
stealth.
Wait.
Why weren't we supposed to not go towards like light posts and stuff?
That
No,
was you were supposed to try to find a thing called a fence post that was described as potentially looking like a thing that was out of place.
Right. Sounds like glowing objects are a little weird out here in the middle of the forest.
Oh, this could just be somebody camping out and having made a fire.
It does kind of look like fire. You can't see the flames, but the light resembles flickering flame.
Hmm.
It might still be this fence post thing, but we have to take a look.
That's true.
Could one of us fly up and scout a little?
Probably. If you get above the tree line, it's anyone's guess if you'll actually be able to see it, because you're currently seeing it from kind of the ground level, but you could go up there and see.
I am going to
Yep.
sneak close
Go ahead.
as a bee.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Stealth is 2.
Yeah. Go ahead and simplify your check. I'm gonna say it's difficulty 1.
Okay. And
Right.
what stat do I roll that with?
Spotting certain stuff.
Okay.
There's snakes.
May I roll that as well?
Depending on what it is y'all are doing. So just like in HSD, one person can stealth for the party if they all want to kind of follow that person. But if it's just Ambrose scouting, then yeah, you would just do it separately.
Okay. Okay, so difficulty is
let Ambrose.
1, and I have 3, so that's 2d10
Yeah, 2d10.
plus 2 for my stealth. Come on, baby.
Nice.
17.
You got a pretty
Hell
solid stealth over there. You will kind of dart through the trees and go buzzing over there. You do kind of hear the crackling of what sounds like a campfire. The light shifts, and the light that is shining from it kind of moves further into the trees, like it's on the move. Maybe somebody carrying a torch. You can kind of go follow it a little bit, keep up with it. As you get a little bit closer, it is continuing to kind of like wander along. It's bright. If it's torches, it's pretty big. You finally kind of get around a bigger tree to get an eye on it, and you catch this glimpse of what looks to be spindly legs, kind of made out of like sticks, like branches,
Mhm.
that are walking along like this, and a big back made out of a campfire, and little kind of like beetly eyes, and the campfire is almost like a hedgehog, on the back of this thing that's just kind of wandering around.
Hmm.
Stepping out over
Interesting.
trees, wandering about a little bit more. Every once
I
in a
will.
while, it will like kind of like tap on the ground and sit down and be a campfire. before getting up and wandering around.
It's the campfire mimic. The thing I said they should have added to Souls games years ago.
Don't speak these things into being.
Why not? It's a great idea.
It's
I
a
would've
horrible
kicked her.
idea.
I would have kicked her down the stairs if she were here.
I will not. The moment they start fucking around with the safety of the bonfires, I'm going to go personally strangle FromSoft. The one that I
All
always
of
thought would
them.
be like murderous would be a freaking ladder mimic.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would accept door mimics. I would deal with ladder mimics.
But the
You know,
moment
we-
they start fucking with the bonfires, I'm out. We're done.
For the bonfire
Zelda.
mimic, I will riot.
Zelda had those door mimics.
Yeah.
Just squish you.
But yeah,
I-
it seems to be kind of wandering about.
Is that?
I will
Sorry, go ahead.
report
Yeah,
to the party what I see in great detail. And I'll be like, is that the nightmare or is that another muse?
Hmm.
Is it just a big bug?
My money is on that being the nightmare.
Yeah.
Because that just sounds wrong.
hmm
Should we report back to the guards then?
I believe so.
Yes.
Ambrose or any of the others, do me a favor. Just fly up, see if you can get a rough look on how far away we are from the city and in which direction.
I will do that.
You take to the sky, get up pretty high. You're able to get a pretty good beat on your general location. You've been running for quite a while, so you've made some good distance off of the city walls. It will probably take another 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so just to get back. The flyers can get there a little quicker, but on foot to get back and report will take 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. Maybe a little less because you know the direction at this point. But you're reasonably certain that you've got it nailed down. Go ahead and do a body perceive. I'm going to say difficulty 3 for Evelyn. Wow, that's a staggering amount of double ones. Just like wild. What is with the algorithm today? You fly back down?
I can't tell.
No, you could. I mean, that's you know what I told you just now.
Okay, I'll say we're a bit out. We've done some walking, but we can get back.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Let us get back and report this. If
How long
this
have-
is not if this is not the nightmare, then they'll surely tell us.
How long have we been out?
You've been out about half an hour.
Okay. Fidelity is definitely still napping on Vincetta.
All right, let's get going.
You dash back that direction, kind of arrive eventually back at the front, panting. Go give like the secret knock at the entrance. They'll slide it open. They'll be like, "Did you find it?"
I believe
I
so.
believe so.
Yeah, we think so.
Okay. Great. They'll open the door, and then they'll kind of close it a little bit and be like, "And you weren't followed."
No.
Nope.
Good. And they will bring you back in and roll out like a local map and be like, "Okay, so tell me what you saw and where you saw it."
You
I will
guys
just-
shut up.
Vincetta will do like a kind of like with her back. So
Just shake him off.
yeah, but yeah, basically Fidelity is like woo, bounces off her and falls to the ground.
And it's like, what's going on? Oh yeah, right. And just stands up.
Mhm.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so it was about here, and
You we'll scrabble it down. This is the guard, by the way. Harold is there
Yeah.
too. Has been waiting. He hasn't had anything else to do, so he's just been chilling with these guards.
and Ambrose, you said it looked like a walking campfire.
There was a hedgehog on it that looked like a campfire. This thing had big spindly legs, and I'll go into the whole description.
As he's like writing, he stops a little bit and he puts the pen down and goes, "That was a respite. That wasn't what we were looking for."
What's
A
a
what?
respite?
Oh, it's just a notion. They're around. That's not a big deal.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't know that. It seemed very strange.
Harold chuckles a little bit and kind of holds his hand out toward the other guards. Says, "You need to like give them a little credit here. This is kind of their first time out scouting this sort of thing." And he says, "You will feel a nightmare before you see it.
Oh.
It will resonate with you in some way or another. Typically, if you're going to see something like this where it's just kind of wandering around, it's either local wildlife or a notion. You might feel a notion when you get around it, when it notices you, when it begins to try to commune with you in some way. But a nightmare is going to radiate."
Okay.
This poor
Okay.
thing's just walking around like, somebody sit down and warm yourself on my flame.
He taps this and says, "Don't worry, this isn't a waste. These are good to have. Respites kind of wander around a whole lot. I don't know if it'll do us too much good to know where it is, but typically these things are pretty friendly. Actually, if you can find it again, well, I mean, if you find any food to cook on it, it makes for good eating."
Okay.
Okay.
Portable barbecue.
I'm so cozy.
They say if you rest near one, you'll get a good night's sleep. But they also attract other notions. Not all of them are quite as friendly.
Okay. We will continue to look.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh man. And
You
it's
get to be awake for it this time.
it's like, do I have to? My head hurts.
Oh, yeah.
This whole thing feels like a nightmare.
That's what you get for drinking so much.
You need to get for drinking so much.
That was the correct response. So y'all redeploy?
Yep.
Do you want to go in the same direction? Do you want to branch off anywhere?
You said
Probably branch off. Sorry.
we were looking at some mountains and stuff. Is that
Yeah,
right?
those are way off in the distance over this way.
Gotcha.
This is that's what mountains look like.
It's like we should
I
probably
recognize them.
Make sure to label them as well.
Yes.
I don't have any grand ideas except for they said they heard something, and I don't think the last thing made any noise from the description except for like campfire sounds. So
It did
where would that
actually.
noise
It
come
had
from?
a degree of vocalization, but it sounded like sticks popping on a fire. It's just kind of like pop, 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 pop,
Cool.
Okay.
pop. Kind of shook its back and made sparks go off.
Nice.
You make them sound really cute now.
Yeah, no, they're adorable. There's a variant that has cushions.
Aw.
That's even better. But still, bonfire mimic.
We need one as a pet now.
Just here you go, buddy. Give it treats by tossing in the flame. Whoosh.
Okay, so
No, you cannot sleep
I-
on my back anymore.
it's just like gently puts a finger to her lips. Just like, if I were a big scary nightmare,
Mm-hmm.
I would probably hide in the spooky forest.
That's not bad logic, I guess.
And that also would make sense why nobody knew where I was. Because they couldn't see me all across the big flat plains. Unless it's like underground. I guess it could be underground, like some sort of snake or worm monster.
Well, we shall check the forest then.
Yes.
Which was where you were going, but the forest
Yeah.
is large. You
Yep.
can head off in a different direction of it.
Okay.
Different direction would be a good idea.
You take
Yes.
Agreed.
off in a different direction, redeploying after getting a little snack and a little water to head off another way. Um, and as you are kind of proceeding and just moving off in one direction, hearing various things creep around the ground, stopping, starting, seeing wildlife. Some you recognize as things that are just sort of like stuff you kind of recognize from the canvas. Others just being odd variants. Your grounds for determining what is dangerous and what isn't are pretty like difficult to really nail down. You're kind of just like, if it runs from us, it must not be a problem.
Hmm.
But for other things, it's a little, more difficult to tell. You don't necessarily know the local fauna very well. And the woods are alive. It's a very, large area that has a lot going on in it. You also are probably, I would think, everybody for the most part in this party uh, don't really have any experience doing a wide scale search. It's
Yeah.
just, it's more tedious than you necessarily expect it to be. You don't really have
Mhm.
a whole lot to go off of. You're not trackers, and there's not a whole lot of clues going on. All you sort of know is, we're going to head off in this direction and hope we don't run into anything horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the presence of the respite that you had seen earlier was your kind of first glimpse at one of these more supernatural creatures, and a little bit of what to expect from them. It had this kind of air of, much like you, it seemed to have an elemental quality to it. It was doing things that you would describe as magical, just by virtue of being able to survive with a fire on its back. Whereas the rest of the animal life around here seemed kind of bound by flesh and blood.
Okay.
All right.
You get to probably 40 minutes or so out in there without much to go off of, other than general conversation. At this point, Fidelity has launched into one, if not two, additional speeches about the value of teamwork and camaraderie and self-esteem. Um,
Mhm.
you have compared musical tastes. Uh, Nugget is trying to find out what music is, and is like, oh, it's the stuff that was in the bar. That was pretty good.
You
Uh,
could say I don't have an ear for it.
ah,
Eh.
Womp.
um, and then you just kind of feel this wash kind of come over you. It's like the overall. It could be described as the mood dipping, but it's a little different from sadness. It's almost like emptiness. There's just this kind of exhaustion, this sort of depletion that kind of like hits you all of a sudden, and it happens almost like crossing a threshold. It would be just sort of like, maybe it was dropped from the day. You did have a big night. You did just get sober. At this point, you have been searching for a while. It's kind of a frustrating process. Maybe you're just getting frustrated, but it hits everybody at the same time. It's like you cross over a mark, and everybody just kind of goes, "Fuck, what was that?"
Hmm.
I feel bad.
So do I.
Yeah.
We must be close.
I suppose you're right.
Anybody know
Uh,
where we are?
Not particularly.
do
I probably should
a
have brought a map.
what do you do? Body perceives this time at difficulty 1.
Okay.
Everyone?
Yeah.
What the shit?
Look at that.
2 in a row for 2 in a rowing.
Yeah, come on.
I am going to spend a medium to twist that and roll another d4.
Nugget can too, I bet. Oh yeah,
If-
it would auto pass for Nugget.
Yeah,
That's enough.
Yeah.
if she really wants to succeed, it's real easy too.
Yeah. So several people have gotten to within a success parameter if they want to toss a meaning at it.
Yep, with a twist, I get it.
You hear this kind of like distant sound of kind of like tortured agony, and it's hard to put a real like descriptor on it because it's so filtered through the trees and so far away at this point that it's really hard to tell if it's yelling or if it's screaming or if it's roaring or what it is. It's just sort of there on the wind. But it is just deep. Not in a bass sense, but in a like from the interior of being sense. It kind of like is the only sound in the air. And various wildlife that had been scuttling around and things like that, just the sounds of the forest, it kind of just goes quiet for a second, almost in reverence, or just general like um, sadness from hearing this thing.
Would you say that would qualify as a wailing?
I think
Yep.
so, yes. Ambrose whispers.
Okay.
this is it.
Yeah, I agree. Think we should get closer, have an actual look at the thing?
Yes.
A description would probably help, yeah.
All right.
As long as we don't get too close.
How everybody real quiet.
I'm very quiet and I can see in great distances, so I don't have to get as close.
I was assuming that you're all below the tree line at this point, just traveling together.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to fly,
I will fly up silently on my wings.
yeah, you take to the sky. You are. I'm going to put you kind of like in this vicinity right now. Honestly, that's probably further away than it should be, but this map isn't exactly to scale. Um, but yeah, over here as opposed to like over here where you were. Um,
Okay.
you fly upward and kind of
So,
gaze
like-
out around the area. And you are kind of looking through the trees, and the moonlight catches it, and there is a section over here where there just isn't any forest. Like it's just devoid of trees in kind of a circular area. And it's distant, like miles distant. But with your eyes, you can see some kind of figure in the middle of it. Not a big one, probably roughly human-sized. From here in this light, you can't necessarily pick out too many details on it, but you can actually see it. And again, on the wind, you kind of catch this more poignant version of this cry, and it just kind of like hurts your bones to hear it. It like empties this pit of your stomach. That goes through. I'm going to remind you that you do actually have the ability to see back in time, because this is a thing that
Okay.
you haven't used before.
Right, yes.
You can do what?
Yes, I have an ability that lets me see not super long, but back in time a little bit.
Let's check the timeline
Wow.
on that one, because I think it might have actually been enhanced a little while ago. But let's see here.
I have written on my sheet. A level. I can look back in time one day.
Yeah, that is still true until next level.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Oh, someone died.
John.
Oh, was that George too?
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be their internet exploding.
Okay. Um. So now I will use that ability and look back in time one day.
Let's give them a second to see if they
Yes.
can pop back.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yes, so you peer backward in time. Um, you from your distance, you can see this kind of like sitting for a little while in its current state, and then slowly, or actually rather suddenly, the big open area of all these trees that is just open around this thing closes in. As though all the trees were back as you kind of like peel away the layers of time. And as you kind of cycle back and forth between those, you see this moment where at one point over the span of like less than a second, this tree area, which looks like it's, half an acre of trees, just kind of explodes outward. And there's nothing in it any longer. The life is absent from it. There was no explosion, there was no fire, there was no particular force that you saw. It's just sort of like gone. And you can almost see this little trail of areas where this has occurred, leading backward further up toward the mountain, bit by bit, but not very far. There had been like little ones here, here, and then kind of this big one that kind of ate everything up, and then whatever did it is just kind of standing in the middle, um, and you can kind of hear this sort of voice on the wind.
Hmm. But I can't get a good look at it.
From this distance, not necessarily. I mean, you can see that there's kind of a humanoid figure down there, but you're like miles out from where this is.
Uh, I will reveal this information to everyone, and then I'll say, I don't know. I don't know if I should get closer or.
Well, we know where it is, right?
Mhm.
So we can at least report that back.
Yeah.
Do we need to get much closer?
I mean, a description of the thing would be nice.
Mhm. But
Maybe
then again,
maybe get a little closer. Try to get a better look at it.
okay.
But be
Uh,
careful.
Yes.
of course, of course. I will silently try to get closer.
Go ahead and actually, you're still out quite a ways in the dark too. What do you have for stealth for this? I thought you had some kind of benefit for being at night.
Uh,
Let me see.
well, first of all, I have +2 and +2 in stealth and a boon.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. I'm gonna say difficulty 1 based on your current like location far away from this thing.
Okay.
Pretty solid.
Mhm.
Nice.
All right, it rolled well too, but not well enough. You were able to get close enough that you can get a good view at it. With bird eyes being what they are, you don't have to get all that much closer. From what you can tell, without actually being at the ground level, it kind of almost looks like a completely sort of hollowed out, um, uh, um, dehydrated like body of a person, just kind of sitting, kneeling, with empty eye sockets and this sullen, hollowed face, staring up at the sky that is sort of perpetually like weeping this sort of sand from its eye sockets. And
Mm.
even as you only got closer by about half a mile over the course of like 3 or 4 from this actual target, um, the sound that it emitted hit even like deeper within you, to the point that you kind of felt like your heart skip and flutter a few beats. This thing kind of feels like it grounded you, or like it was threatening to ground you a little bit. You actually feel your medium kind of retract a little. I'm going to yank a point from you right now.
Oof.
Yank a point of what?
You
Medium.
lose a point of medium.
Okay.
You can kind of feel like your ability to sort of like to produce, to thrive in the environment that this thing is exuding is being like just sucked from you.
Let's see. Okay. I will keep that in mind.
Beyond that, there doesn't necessarily seem to be much else to see. It is currently stationary.
I will flutter back, shaking and rubbing my arms. I'd like to leave now.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but the thing, I don't like it. I'm just gonna say that I don't like it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
Feels like a nightmare.
Appropriate.
All right, I think that is all they can expect of us. Let's head back.
Hmm.
You'll turn back around and head off toward the city again. Taking off in that direction, it's quiet for the first 10 minutes or so. As you've gotten closer, you hadn't necessarily realized how quiet the forest had gotten, but right now it just feels like nothing in it wants to talk.
Mhm.
But as you get further and further away from this site, various sounds begin to reemerge. Dawn is starting to approach at this point. The overall sounds of the dawn chorus, just the sound that Gallerie makes, the music that it makes as it is kind of coming to life, begins to reopen in your ears. And it occurs to you that it had kind of faded. A lot of that music that is just kind of perpetuating the space just wasn't there for a little while. But it is slowly coming back in life, and as you reach the kind of warm wood of the exterior of Caterwall, and it feels a bit more solid than things had moments before. You knock on the door, and they open it up for you and be like, are you all right? You got everything now?"
Yeah,
Like,
we found it.
and we didn't do anything about it, just like we were told to.
They open the door for you, and well, you're gonna sit you back down at the map again. I mean, like, I come in, and there's some general chuckle of like, we'll see if you found, a bird this time or something like that. But Harold is kind of looking over at Evelyn and being like, "I don't think it was a bird. What did you see?"
Uh, Coming from the mountains, just trees exploding out and being decimated like something is, I don't know, jumping, teleporting, something. Um, it appeared in the clearing. It looked like a person, sort of desiccated, hugging its knees and weeping.
Was it making any noise?
I nod.
The guards have gotten a little quieter, and he just kind of points at the map and says, "Okay, where?"
I'll point to it.
He will mark it down and then makes a pretty wide circle around it and kind of taps at it and nods to the guard and says, um, there's your perimeter." Um, and they kind of have a quick conversation regarding logistics. I think the road's still okay. It's very far away from where the road is. It's pretty far from the coast. As long as we stay off the coastline, we're probably all right. Redirect everything off to the west. There's just or to the east. There's a just like general logistics that takes place before the guard leaves. Um, Before he kind of like rolls up the map and kind of smiles at y'all and he says, "You did it. Good job. You found it. Yeah, that's called a desolation, and that would not have been good.
A desolation?
Definitely not something we need near the city. They are what they sound like. Nothing really survives near them. It's a localized disaster.
Oof, I see.
Most nightmares will wander a little bit. Desolations tend to stay put. There's probably a fence post over there it wandered out of. All we can really do is wait for a little bit. There's ways to stop them, but it's off the beaten path. As long as we steer clear, it should dissipate after a while.
Like we could just go kill it.
No. I felt it pulling my medium out of my body.
He kind of like quirks ahead at Fidelity and says, "What's your wish to die?"
It's like nobody believes in us.
Yeah, he kind of smirks a little bit and says, "You don't believe in picking your battles?"
It's like I'm trying to pick a battle, nobody will let me.
What he means is pick a battle you're not guaranteed to lose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He says, why don't we, talk a little bit about what it is that you can and cannot handle right now, and then we'll figure out a battle that's a little more your speed. And then we can see about, fighting localized disasters.
Fidelity just like rolls his eyes super hard.
And then so I'm not holding y'all any longer. We should stop there.
Okay. Thank you so much, Emmy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. It was very fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
Is it Thursday yet?
Soon. Which means I need to come up with a ship for Thursday. But I think Fidelity has been kind enough to arrange a fight with something else. Maybe we can go fight some monsters.
Mm-hmm.